What is up, guys? What is up? What is up? Sorry, it's a little late. I know it's supposed to be at 9:30, but I was relaxing and chilling. I was like, oh shit, it's 9:30. How's everybody doing today? How's your guys' trade day go? That's a long name. Adrian's glow up journey to inner beauty. What is up? What's up, girl? Better late than never. True that. True that. True that. I'm gonna show up either way. What's up, MVP? MVP, we're on the horizontal live as well as the shorts. You know, if you want to jump over. We are going to be trading with Apex. I'm doing pretty good on this Apex account right here. I'm kind of new to the whole trading view thing, you know my journey of getting away from the whole Project X, so you're gonna have to fill me out a little bit on this. But I'm at 51,756, so about 1,200 away from passing this one. But I'm actually gonna grab another one to trade on tonight, and we're gonna be trading on some Trading View. I went ahead and paid for the stupid membership so I can get more than just my VWAP on here. And hey, what's up? Good evening to you, sir. Let me make sure my bot's working real quick before we jump in the mix of things. Apex is working, Discord is working, X is working. Gotta throw the TikTok in there, IG in there. Okay, I just wanna make sure it's working. I kind of been using this new time frame structure that's been helping me a lot, and I'll go over that here in just a second. I'll share with you guys what I've been using. Get them all in there. Get them all up. All right. All right, tonight our sponsors is Apex. You guys know Apex. We will have a giveaway account of any size. So any size you guys want, then you can have it. You know what I mean? Just got a trade day account and the Aqua Futures. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. How you liking trade day? Is it your first trade day? If it's your first trade day, let me know. I'm gonna show you something cool about them. Danny boy, good night. My man jumped in here just to say good night. MVP. It is your first. Look, check this out. This is pretty cool. This is something they do, and I think it's pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. That's not what we wanted. The hell. I just want the home page. I got trade day myself. I love trade day. Trade days is my jam. I always make sure I got at least one trade day. Okay, so check it out. When you log in, first for both. Okay, I usually use Apex. Well, tonight's Apex sponsor, so if you're gonna use Apex, definitely use code RED, because they give us a ton of giveaways. So more people that use them, the more giveaways they give us. So if you come to the trading room inside Trade Day, then every morning at 6:30 a.m. they do this webinar right here, which just kind of goes over what to expect as far as in like macros, micros, economical events, kind of like up-to-date news. Like it just gives you a audio bias, like an audio update that gives you a good bias, right? It's like some professional traders that he pretty much comes in here and he drops He drops the DL for you every morning. And then if you come over here to where it says technical analysis, you can come to this one right here. They update this every day. So this is updated for today, the 25th, right? So this is the index. If you're trading, you know, S&P 500, if you're trading NASDAQ, and they even drop in here like kind of what to look for, right? So like, let's say NASDAQ, because you know that's what we mainly trade. It'll tell you a future setback on Wednesday, which was yesterday's market, to 24,627, followed Tuesday's slip down of 24,780, rejecting half of last week's rally. So we're halfway of last week's rally, to 24,888. Driven by the post-Fed dip and bounce from 24,242, but the rapid September rebound of 23,251 and surging to 24,647 remains firmly intact to reinforce positive forces from the August reversal 23,027 to keep a bullish bias for Thursday. Okay, so they kind of give you like a professional technical analysis or market analysis, and it kind of tells you why it dipped, right? Post Fed, it tells you, like, it gives you key levels, and then it says we see an upside bias. So this is their main bias, right? This is what they're looking at. We see an upside bias above 25,158. Above here, target 25,304 and 25,522. So basically they drop these levels right here, right? So once when we get to 25, basically 25K, then you want to, then the next target is this 25,158. And then if we get past this, the next target. So they're giving you kind of like real technical levels, right? And so if you're new, if anybody's new to futures trading, and you don't know how to read markets, and you don't know how to read the Fed policies and the economical events and all that good stuff, you can utilize these because somebody that does know how to do all that has already laid out the groundwork for you. And they even show you their chart, they show you the lines on here. They do it for gold, they do it for at NASDAQ, they do it for S&P. Super freaking cool. And they give you the fundamental analysis right here, so you can jump over here. And if you're someone that knows about macros and stuff like that, then you can come in here, and it kind of gives you a quick wrap up of the macroeconomics, the global finance market, and key things to watch for this week. And then also your macro data. So super cool. And if you come in here and you're trying to understand this and you're like, let's see, US and equity averages were higher, hitting new record level. Well, what does that mean for the futures market, right? Well, you can look it up. US bonds yields were higher on the week. Okay, well, how did the yields affect the futures market? And then you can go on ChatGPT or whatever and go, how did the bond yields, you know? And as you're doing this week by week, not only is it giving you a great bias of somebody that's really technical and knows what they're doing, it's also you're learning, because you look this up and you know that, okay, well, when the yields go up, the equities go down. When the yields go down, the equity goes up. And then you're like, I didn't know that. Now I know that. Right? And so you learn every week that you do this. So to me, trade day is super cool. I mean, not only do they have like a good, just overall prop firm account as far as in their rules and stuff, but they have that. And they also have, if you come over to free courses, you can take all these free courses. I'm not going to do it. I don't want it to start blaring. But you could take the free courses. It's just, they got a lot of cool stuff. So, and they just did this. So they used to be 7 days. Now they dropped it down to 5 days before you can get your fundo. So yeah, go over all that for you. Hopefully you smash code red on those two, and I appreciate you if you did. MVP Gaming, if you want, jump over to the horizontal. All you guys that are on the shorts live, jump over to the horizontal so you can see my whole screen. Plus that one's lagged for some reason. But tonight is Apex night. We are going to get down and dirty with some Apex. And curious, since I just said ChatGPT, I wonder what ChatGPT thinks of Apex. List the key points of why someone would go with Apex futures prop firm over others. Let's make this easy. Let's make the marketing easy, guys. They have low cost, okay? Honestly, they have the lowest cost in the game. Step, number one. Number two, high payout structure. You get up to 100% of, it doesn't tell you this, but I know this gives you 100% of the first 25K you make, and then 90% profit after that. You get payout as early as 7 days, technically 8 days, but whatever, ChatGPT is a little slow. But still, that's pretty cool, right? If you think about it, most prop firms, you have to pass the evaluation, and then you have to trade a certain amount of days. And so either way, you're still getting payouts around the same time. Scalability. You can scale your accounts. You can trade with 5, 10, 20. You make $1,000 payout, you times it by however many accounts you're using. Generous rules and conditions. So their rules and conditions are super good on their evaluations, right? There really isn't any. You just basically, you pass it or you don't. And then in their funded accounts, their basic rules is all the other ones. I know some people get caught up on the 30% rule, or the, 3%, whatever it is. But honestly, just don't have a huge drawdown. You shouldn't be trading like that anyways. Futures market focus, no scaling plan, strong community and support. That is true. It's US based and they're transparent. All the rules are laid out for you right on their website. God, if you can go through all their rules, power to you, because I try to go through them tabs, and that's why I'm using ChatGPT, because them tabs are crazy. Lifetime discounts and retain evaluation account rights, which I don't know what that means. Even after failing, you can reset the same. Oh, okay, that's what that means. But anyways, that's why you would want to use Apex. If you guys want to use them, use code RED or use my link in the chat. And let's get into some trades. I actually need to get, he said already here. Oh, you on both, brother. I see you swapping back and forth, showing the shorts some love. I like it. My cat just scratched and opened my veins. Somebody call 911. Well, that's not really cool to put on there. Hopefully you're all right, though. If you're able to... Oh, hold up. Don't be doing that. If you're able to type on the chat, you're able to call 911. Yeah, don't be putting on... I don't like all that. Don't do that. That's weird. I'm going to end up banning you, bro. I'll be telling people to call 911 for you in chat, because God forbid if there was an actual emergency and I feel like you're out here just playing. You want I send you picture. How about you don't do all this groundwork right here that you're doing and call 911 if there's a serious problem, and stop telling the chat to do it, because it's like freaks people out. We're here to have a good time. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So if you got an emergency, a medical emergency, you need to dial 911 and get off the chat. A nice tip to GPT for real, Rex. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Bobby, it is available for all countries. Oh, that's another good reason, Bobby. They are available for more countries than most, so that is also good. Make it go both sides, negative and positives, and a new chat make it tell you transaction approved, economic, about the same coin. About the same coin. I'm not sure what you're. I'm not sure what you're saying, Rexana man. What we got here? Ethereum founder. Oh god, y'all coming in here blasting the crypto stuff already, huh? What's the account size for the giveaway? ChatGPT loves Apex. Not gonna lie, I love Apex too. You should too if you're a futures trader with prop firms. I mean, the biggest payouts you see on any socials is always coming from Apex. Denny boy, I got 2 denials before I got $1,500 payout after. If you follow the rules, it really works. Denny boy, you're exactly right. But also what people don't say whenever they get denied through Apex is that the same rules they broke would apply to almost every other prop firm, and you wouldn't have got paid through them either. That's what people don't tell you. When people say, oh, Apex denied my payout. Well, if you broke that same rule with the other prop firms, they'd have denied your payout too. It's no different. It's not like Apex is the only one out here denying payouts. But all of them deny payouts. You buy the account, you trade good, you trade by the rules, you get paid. That's how it works with all of them. Don't matter. I love Apex. I think it's, well, I take that back. I think day traders, I read something that they have automatic payment approvals where basically it's just automized, not somebody reviewing it. So they may be the only ones different on that. So if you like day traders, I have code red for that too. But besides them, I think everybody else is pretty much the same when it comes to you break rule, you don't get paid. The last, let's see here. Try it out. It'll be better than just the general answers you usually get. Yeah, I didn't really understand what you meant when you were talking about like economicals and coins and stuff though. Rexo, man, I don't really know what you're asking me to do there, brother. Or I would have. I'm down. I usually would, you know, not mine. The last one I won from you didn't work out because some countries aren't available. Yeah, if you're in a restricted country, you won't be able to use it. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I wish you could, though. I wish you could. I think it has something to do with certain countries don't have KYC, and if they can't KYC you, then they're not gonna be able to pay you out. And that's what it comes down to. Like, yeah, you could get the account and you could still use it, but there'd be no point because whenever you got the payout, you wouldn't even get the payout, so it wouldn't matter. I day trade this week up 2756. Stick to the strat and you will be fine. Let's go, Charcoal and Chunk. Charcoal the Chunk. I'm gonna just call you the Chunk. Good shit, the Chunk. That's what we like to see, baby. Let me grab my other Apex account, just because this is Asia, and I'm gonna do something new here on stream, guys, because I get a lot of people that DM me. I'm gonna have a real talk real quick. I get a lot of people that DM me, and a lot of them thank me for teaching them things. A lot of them thank me for, you know, helping them become better traders. A lot of them, like, you know, long story short, a lot of people are watching me trade and trying to trade like me and trying to learn from me and probably copy trading me and whatever. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm not like a professional trader. I hope you guys know that. I am new to trading. I've been trading since April. Have I been profitable? Yes, but that doesn't mean that I'm a great trader. There's a lot, you know, there are some things you can learn from me, and I'm not saying don't learn from me. I'm not saying that at all. But you know, when I'm streaming, a lot of times when I'm on stream, I don't trade exactly the same as when I trade when I'm off stream, because this is Asia, and I typically expect to lose money on Asia, and then I just make it back in New York plus my daily hits. Well, I'm kind of, I don't want to feel bad if people are watching me do trades and they're trying to copy trade me on Asia and stuff like that. So I think what I'm going to do is, this is how we're going to run it. Because don't get me wrong, you guys that are in the Discord, you know I hit some banger trades, right? Y'all know I hit some banger trades. But when I'm trading on stream and we're getting bored and I just like, I want to provide that entertainment value, and I know people like to watch you lose just as much as they like to watch you win, I'm gonna put a trade on, you know what I mean? And I don't want people to copy trade that, because sometimes it may not be the best trade. I'm just doing it for entertainment, guys. So with that being said, this is how we're gonna run it. Starting from tonight, from now on, I'm gonna have 2 different trade indications, okay? You shouldn't follow me anyways. You shouldn't follow any YouTuber. You should trade on your own. But just for the ones that are gonna do it anyways, we're gonna have 2 trade indications, okay? We're gonna have a cheap account that I'm going to trade for entertainment, right? I'm going to trade to put it on here. People come in and out. They see there's a trade. They want to stay. You know, it grows the channel, it grows the community. It gets more people in the Discord, more people for you guys to talk to, more people to learn from. Like, it's just better, right? To marketing wise, I'm going to have 2 accounts, okay? I will let you guys know, hey, I'm about to take this trade on the DGen account. That way you guys know that try to copy trade people, that's not the one you want to copy trade. That's the one that I'm just putting on just so we can have a trade on screen, okay? And then I will have my good account if we do get an A+ setup to where it's good enough that I will take it, like if like one that I would take in New York, then I'll say, okay, I'm taking this one off my real account. All right, so that way y'all know. Not telling anybody to copy trade. I'm not telling anybody to do any of that stuff. But the ones that are trying to learn, the ones that are, you know, you will know moving forward. If I'm like, I'm about to jump in this on my real account, then you know that it's my best. Like, I'm looking at it as a really good setup and not just entertainment value. If I say, all right, we're trading off the degen, so that'll be the cues. Okay, moving forward, that'll be the cue. If you hear jumping in on my real account, then you know, oh shit, it's a good trade setup, you know. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that because I'm reading a lot of these DMs today, and I was like, man, I don't want to feel bad one day I come on here and I'm just doing a degen account, and you know, I don't care if it blows or not, and somebody's out there with a fund and getting ready to get a payout, and they go to copy it and they lose their whole payout because of me. So I wanted to just throw that out there real quick. Didn't mean to bring down the vibes or nothing. We still partying. It's all good. Love your honesty, man. No problem, Chili Billy. You'll come to realize I'm one of the most honest people. That's why I tell you guys where we're at on the prop firms. That's why I tell you with the affiliations. Like, I've even pulled up like how much we've made with the affiliations so far, and then I'll even show you guys that I'm buying like giveaways with it. Like, I'm transparent. You know, if I tell you this is what we're doing, then this is what we're doing. I'm not a person to lie and hide stuff and all that. You trade during New York Open and you go live. Unfortunately, I work at State Farm, so I work 9 to 5, so I cannot go live at work. State Farm would flip out, man. They'd have a freaking cow. But yeah, so I might take a hooky day one day, you know, play hooky and take a sick day, and I'll live stream during New York just for y'all to see like how I kill New York. But as far as in Asia is hit or miss for me. There's some nights with Asia that we're running, we're looking good, you know. Like tonight might be one of those nights, right? We're just stepping up, so you already know tonight's good to just get in a long and hold, right? So, but some nights in Asia we get stuff like this where there's no direction. There's no, you don't know, like this would be the whole night, okay? These nights will wreck your account, and they will wreck my account. They'll wreck anybody that's trading it unless you identify this is what it's doing halfway through the night and you start going, okay, short, long, short, and you just play the range. But sometimes when it starts like this, you don't know, right? And so it may take you, by the time you realize that that's what this is doing, it's too late. Night's pretty much over, and then it moves on. So with that being said, when Asia's doing this type of crap, it sucks. But when Asia's doing stuff like this, big move up, we're squeezed up, we're having a nice healthy pullback. Why is it a healthy pullback? Because it's at a 45-degree angle, right? If it was at like a straight down angle, then obviously it's not a healthy pullback. Then from there, you'll see it do that. You'll see it come back and retest, and then you'll see it go down even further, right? Like that type of stuff. But when you see it at this 45-degree angle, you know it's being supported, it's being squeezed. We'll have a little drop and then a pop, and it'll keep going up. So certain nights in Asia are good. Certain nights in Asia just are kind of like, get out of here with your Pokemon money. All right, this account I'm doing pretty good on with Apex, so I'm gonna refrain from trading on this one. I'm actually gonna grab another Apex since tonight is Apex night. I'm gonna get one myself. I'm gonna start the getting an Apex account train. So anybody that wants to jump on it, let's do it. I'm gonna move it off screen though because I don't want to show my credentials or nothing. I don't need all the fangirls to be showing up in my house or nothing like that, you know, getting all crazy. I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Now, I always use Project X, so hopefully if I get another account, I should be able to just switch it through here or something, right? Which currently I only have one, so maybe that's why it just doesn't show it. We'll see. We will see. I did break down and buy the freaking Trading View subscription. As you guys can see, I got 2 indicators on here now. I'm hoping it'll let me add my RSI and ATR as well, but we'll see. And I want to see if they got the volume profile. We'll do that in here in just a second though. Let me grab this account real quick. But yeah, we will have a giveaway tonight. Apex has been very generous with our community. They've given us a good amount of giveaways for you guys, so definitely be appreciated of them. Them and Aqua Futures, them two right there is honestly, Aqua Futures, Apex, and Trade Day have become my favorite. Now, My Funded Futures, I just got partnership with. I haven't used them myself, right? So I haven't really given it time. We're gonna go over them next week. But do you guys like My Funded Futures? Because the reason I'm asking is, not one person has used the code yet. So I'm just like, I'm curious. Not only do I want to rep the prop firms that I personally like the best, which is what I'm doing, but I also want to make sure I'm repping the ones that you guys like too, because I don't want to, I don't want to be trying to promote a prop firm that you guys don't care for. I'd rather find mutual grounds, one that I like and you like. All right, so we are going to, how do we add an account here? So we go to Tradeovate, and we're gonna go to the 50K. Okay. Yeah, drop in the chat if you like My Funded Futures. And if you do like My Funded Futures, use my code so they'll give me some freaking giveaways for you guys. I need some giveaways for you guys. That's why I haven't really promoted them yet, to be honest with you, because I'm promoting Apex and Aqua Futures because they're giving me a bunch of giveaways for you guys, and I feel like they're gonna be awesome like that. Then they deserve it, But Trade Day and My Funded Futures said once when you guys start using the code, they'll give me some giveaways. So we will have some in the future for them too, for you guys that like Trade Day and My Funded Futures. So let's see here. I need to do. Okay, so almost done signing up. Almost done. Can't see, I'm blind. Just give me 1 second, guys. I know I just dropped a lot on y'all. I'll give it time to sink in while I'm doing this. Is that a freaking eye? I don't know why it's not working for me. I'll do it later. It's not working for me for whatever reason. Okay, we'll just trade off of this one, which is fine. I am liking Trading View though. I mean, you guys know I like Project X, but I am liking Trading View. Okay, let's see here. I love Apex. I think it's the best firm out there. It is definitely one of the best. So if I want scalability, I want cheap accounts, I want reputable, I want 100% of my profits up to 25K, that type of stuff, they're the best for sure. 100%. Love your honesty. Your trade, yep. I found a piece of Gorilla Tape and taped my womb. Canceled 911. All right, Serge. I'm not trying to be rude to you, man. But just if you got a real emergency, you need to call them and not be typing in here. And I don't want you to freak people out. You know what I mean? We try to have a good time here. Good evening, Coach Fred. Any activation on Alpha? Is there an activation on Alpha futures or Aqua futures, Code Red? I'm just asking. I mean, I have codes. I have links for both, but I know Aqua Futures is the one that I've been pushing a lot lately, so I don't know if you're talking about Aqua Futures or Alpha Futures. Aqua Futures is the one that's well-rounded and kind of like checks all the boxes for prop firms. And then Alpha Futures is the one that's a little bit harder, but they have the largest payouts you can do with one single account. One account, you can take out 15K weekly. Zero consistency rule. I mean, so if you're like a really good trader and you want to maximize your payout with one account, then you would want to go with Alpha. But if you're just trying to get like a well-rounded, like a My Funded Futures type account, then Aqua Futures would be Aqua Futures. Okay, yeah. There is no activation fee on Aqua Futures. Also, you guys that are in the Discord, hit this poll. I did a poll today. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Let me show y'all. I talked to the CEO guy or COO, CCO, whatever it is. I talked to him today, and he said he would be willing to come on stream to do an interview. So if you guys want to see me bring the CEO guy, COO, Kyle, the main guy of Aqua Futures, onto the stream and we interview him, which basically I'll ask questions. We'll ask like the history of Aqua Futures, where they started, where they came from, what's their vision, things that sets them apart from others. We'll ask them. I'll even get like some secrets for us. I'll try to ask them like, what are the most profitable traders in your guys' prop firm? Like, what are they doing different than other people? Do you see like what type of risk they normally use? Like, see if he can drop some little truth bombs. I don't know how much he can discuss, but maybe I can get some little inside scoop for us. You know what I mean? For the community. But if you guys want to see that, then put you would like to see it in the poll. If you don't really care about that, if you'd rather just see me trade and you don't really care about me interviewing this guy, then just put nah. Because I want to know, because I don't want to waste his time, because he's a very busy guy. I don't want to waste his time if it isn't going to be something that everybody's going to show up for and we're going to show out. I don't want to bring him on and people are like, nah, and then keep on moving, and then I feel stupid in front of the CEO of Aqua Futures. So I need to know if that's something you guys want to see. And then I thought, like, after we do the interview, then we can pick some of the important questions out of the chat, so you guys can actually ask them questions too live, which I thought would be pretty freaking cool. You do see like other content creators do interviews with like big people like this, like big traders, people that work at prop firms, people that work in market making, all that stuff, but it's not live. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do it live while you guys are in the chat and can ask questions on top of it. So if you guys want to see that, jump in the Discord and hit that poll right there. I'll go ahead and drop the Discord in chat for you ones that aren't. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are in there already, but Discord. MB, you like MFFU? Smash code red. I gotta show them that there are some people that like MFFU in order for them to give me some giveaways to give to you guys. So that's why I was asking, because I noticed that like not one person has bought one from there. So I was like, maybe people don't really like them. I don't know. I thought everybody loved my Fun It Futures. Yeah, Coach Fred, there's no activation. Aqua Futures is awesome, Coach Fred. I mean, it's literally, if you're looking at their rules, it's end of day drawdown. It's $40 for a 50K account if that's what you trade. You know, their reward system works like this. I talked to him about the reward system today, and I got like the actual scoop, especially from the instant funded. I know we were talking about the other night, we were unclear. The instant funded is basically you have to hit 6% of whatever the size is. So if you're trading the 25K, which is like $110, $119 for their instant funded, you have to trade for 7 days. You have to stay under 15% consistency, and you have to hit 6% of the account size, which is $1,500. The max payout you can take each week is $750. The way it works is, so, and it sounds complicated. It's not. It's very easy. It's a really easy instant funded. This is what you do. You go, okay, so $1,500 is what you have to make in it in order to take a payout, right? Anything over that. So the max payout you can take is $750, all right? So you're looking at $22.50, okay? But you have to stay under a 15% consistency rule. So then if you do $22.50 times 15%, that's $337. That means you don't want a single day within that 7 days to be above $337. And if you target around 300, 330, 200, you know, anywhere in that range, but if you target around 330, if you could make that for 7 days, then you'll get a max payout of $750. Now, what happens is you make 6%, right? That's 6% of the account is at $1,500, and then the max payout. When you take out your payout, you're still left with, because you're taking out $750, so you're still left with the $1,500. Now going into the next week, right? You only have to have 5 winning days in order to get a payout. $75 is a winning day in their eyes. So after you get that first payout, then all you have to do is literally make $75 a day for 10 days. Or let's say you do $100 a day for 7 days. That's $700 every week. I mean, that's freaking awesome for the instant funded. Now, if you don't want to do the instant funded, you're like me, you're like, oh, I'm just going to do the evaluation. You have a 50,000 account, you times that by 6%. That gives you, well, it's 3,000. I messed that up, but it's 3,000. All right, the max payout you can take is $1,500, so plus 1,500. So that's 4,500. So basically, you have to trade for 7 days. Okay, no, I'm sorry. You have to have 5 winning days. So, and you have to stay under a 40% consistency rule. So 40%. I forget how you do this. I think you do it like that. No, you do. I think you don't want to go over 1,000. 1,000 divided by 0.4 is 2,500. So maybe it's like 1,200. You don't want to go more than 1,200. So say you target like 500 a day, right? And you get it over there, and then when you get that first payout, then you're already at that 3,000. Then basically all you have to do is just target the max payout is 1,500. You're trading for 5 days, so 1,500 divided by 5, so $300 a day. Super easy accounts. I don't like the trading rules. I'm working in a funding ticks account because there's no rules and no buffer requirements. Funding ticks have no rules? I'm not saying you're wrong. I was unaware of this. Yeah, no, let's check it out. Funding ticks. I'm going to get in a trade too. I'm just not seeing a good trade opportunity right this second, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if this is going to drop and retest, just for you guys that, here, I don't want to leave you out on the charts here, and y'all like, screw the prop firms. I want my trade. I'm going to be a little more conscious about my trades too, now that I know so many of you guys are speaking highly of my trading methods and stuff like that. You know, I didn't realize that. I thought this stream was more going to be based of like kind of a vlog type of a journey of a trader starting from the beginning and how long it takes for them to start getting payouts and get to their first 100,000 and stuff like that. And, you know, the things I do right, the things I do wrong, like you know, basically kind of like journaling the start of a trader till he sucks all the way till he's profitable, which technically I am profitable right now, but I'm slowly catching up to that because the amount of money that I'm buying accounts for myself is getting close to the amount of money that I've gotten paid out so far. So technically I'm still profitable right now, but we're getting close to that line, so I need another payout soon. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be more like that. But anyways, what I'm looking for is I either want to see it come down and retest off of one of these in a long, just because I do have a bullish just from the dump over 2 days. I told you guys over the weekend that was in the Discord, because we're going to do that Discord live every weekend, by the way, if you guys want to jump in there Saturday nights. But I went over it and I basically said this week is going to be consolidation, just due to like really no news caveats that are happening right now. The whole like excitement over the rate cuts is over with. You know, there was a couple other confluences I can't think of right now, but anyways, so I was just thinking like one day it'll be this, one day it'll be coming back down, one day we'll come back up, one day we'll come back down, you know, just like chop. So with that being said, we've had our 2 red days basically, so now I'm looking for like a white day, because I think it's just gonna kind of like say this is the daily right here. I feel like it's gonna kind of do this, right? So I'm gonna wait for that, or if we start to break up. Oh, why is it so fat? That pen's thick as hell. It's thicker than grandma's gravy. Yeah, I'm waiting to see either us drop down to here, or I'm waiting to see it basically come up past this level right here and start, like, if it comes up and then starts doing this and I know it's getting ready to do a breakout, then I'll take a long there. But as of right now, while it's just sitting there, I don't want to take the long here and it not do this, break this level to do this. Instead, it comes down here and then I have to sit through the drawdown and hope that it doesn't do that and all that crap. I don't want to deal with all that. So that's what I'm waiting for. All right, let's look at this. Funding ticks. No rules, no nothing, like just straight up. Why don't y'all tell me about this? I might have to try funding ticks myself. Oh no, I've looked at these. They're not. They got some weird stuff going on, don't they? Which account do you use? Christian, which account do you use? Do you use the Pro Plus, the 1, the 0? Which one are you using so I can look at that? How about Take Profit Trader Prop Firm? Do you promote them? I'm not affiliated with them, Maferna, so I don't promote them personally. It's not that I dislike them. I think they're an awesome prop firm. I know a lot of people that's gotten paid out from them. They're solid. I mean, if you're trading with them, they're solid. There's no complaints really. The only reason why I don't promote them is because I'm affiliated with Trade Day, and Trade Day and Take Profit Trader are pretty much identical. They're both the same when it comes to the rules. They're both, the only difference in rules is during the evaluation is 30% consistency on Trade Day. It's 40% on Take Profit, or 50% on Take Profit Trader. That's the only difference, but honestly, you still have to trade them for 5 days, so I don't mind the 30% because I'm just going to target $900 for 3 days and then that extra $300 or whatever on that 4th day and then be done, and then flip the 5th day and be done with it. But they're both trade 5 days. They both got the same profit targets. They're both daily payouts. They're both, the only difference that is Take Profit Trader has a higher consistency, so that's a little bit better for them than Trade Day. But Trade Day is also like almost half the freaking price. And Trade Day I can use on Project X, which I prefer. So that's 2 winners over 1, so I go Trade Day. That's the reason why I don't promote them. It's nothing against them. They're a great prop firm. Yes, you can trade Apex on. Yeah, I'm trading Apex on TradingView right now. So if you guys want to trade Apex and you guys want to grab a account through our community, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in chat for you guys again. Or you can use code RED at the checkout line. All you have to do is purchase the Tradeovate one. Don't go Rhythmic, don't go Wealth Charts. Go to the one that says Tradeovate, and then whenever you get it, sign into Tradeovate, do your little subscription data where you like initial and accept or whatever, and then you come over to your trading view, and then where it says trade right here, or if on your phone where it says trade, you click on it, and then you just sign in. You click on Tradeovate, and you sign in with the same credentials that you signed in Tradeovate with, and it pulls it up on here. Super easy. I had no problems with setting this up at all. It was super quick and easy. I was impressed because I thought it was going to be a whole lot of linking this and doing that. It wasn't. It was super easy. Yes, you can trade. Okay. I think Fund It Next Rapid is 1 day pass, 40% consistency in Fund It. Yeah. But I mean, if you guys want Fund It Next, we have those. And same thing with Fund It Next. If we start getting, so the ones you guys are using the most, Bullinox, what is this one? This one is Fund It Future Network, Alpha Futures, Fund It Next, code red as well, Day Traders, Trade Day, My Fund It Futures, Top One, Apex, Earn to Trade, and Aqua Futures. Whichever ones you guys are getting the most accounts through our codes, they're the ones that are going to be giving us giveaways. So if you guys are wanting the opportunity to get the giveaways from the account that you like, then smash the codes you like. Me personally, Aqua Futures is like my main one that I'm buying through right now. Apex, I'm grabbing a couple accounts here and there. I'm just waiting, and it's not saying that Aqua Futures is better. I'm just waiting on getting a payout from Aqua Futures or Trade Day, and then I'm going to use that money to try to scale up 20 accounts through Apex. That's the only reason why I haven't like grabbed as many accounts through them as I did Aqua Futures. But Trade Day, I'm always going to keep 1 or 2 of these. Aqua Futures, I always do like 3 of them. I usually roll through, you know, like so I can roll accounts whenever if I take a loss in one, I'll roll over to the next one, and I'll roll over to the next one. And then Apex, I'm gonna keep 1 or 2 until I can get a payout with one of these 3. Then I'm gonna probably full in on Apex and try to do the whole 20 accounts, copy trade, get that $1,000 payout times 20, and then y'all gonna see me post a big boy payout in the payout section right here. That's what I'm looking forward to. All right, and you said you used 1, right? You use thanks, Impulse Waiver. You're welcome, brother. I use 1 account. So use the 1, and I do 50K, so I'm gonna go to 50K. All right, so I don't know the difference between the student and master. Student evaluation stage. Okay, student is like the evaluation, and master is once when you're funded, right? That's what I'm getting. All right, so student, you have to hit 4,000 profit target. Already, that's more than most prop firms. It's only 3,000 with most. So I have to make $1,000 more than what I normally have to make. That's 1 strike. They have end of day trailing, which is good, but it's only 1,500. Most prop firms are 2,500. That's another strike. They have maximum daily loss limit of 1,000. I don't like daily loss limit. I will deal with it for Aqua Futures because it's half the account's balance, and maybe it'll help me not tilt, but you hit daily loss limit here, you get locked out, and then the next day you only have $500 more to go before you blow the account. That's very steep. You're having to make more, and you have less to lose in order to keep the account. All right, so you know, activation fee, none. That's great. Consistency, none. That's great. 3 minis, that's perfectly fine. All those are good, but these 2 are big ones for me. This daily loss limit of 1,000, and then maximum loss limit 1,500, and then you have to profit 4,000. That's a big one for me. Let's jump over the frequently asked questions. Now, if they have some good things about them, it may be worth dealing with that stuff to do it. You know, each prop firm may have something that isn't as cool, but they have things that to offer that you deal with it because of the fact that, you know, they have those certain niches that you like. Where is their frequently asked questions page? Open frequently asked questions. Okay, so let's look at. So we got their eval down basically. Rules wise, looks great. No consistency, no trade days. Profit target and DLL looks bad. So if that's a big one for you. Why funding ticks futures? Let's see. Future. All you need to know. Take the challenge. Ready to start. What's next? Challenge to masters. Here we go. So setting up the master's account, KYC, we don't need to know any of that stuff. How do I request my reward? Okay, so request date. Rewards are typically within 1 to 3 working days. Here's an example of the timeline. December 14th, no reward. December 15th, no reward. December 16th is day 1. Okay, so basically you can't count weekends. And then starting Monday, you have day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, so 3 working days. Your reward is expected to be completed by the 18th, so 3rd day. Yeah, we get that. All trade must be closed. Wait 15 minutes after close. Once the reward status is processed, it can't be canceled. Trading will temporarily disable the payout. They do rise. Okay, but where's my rules at? Where's the rules at? Alright, here's the one account. I found it. I actually like how they have this laid out. I'm just used to most prop firms that have it all over the place. Alright, so passive valuation, we've already looked at that. It takes one account reset. Point 1 to live trading. I'm not seeing any rules for the master account. Am I just missing it, guys? Am I missing the master account? Have you been paid by Aqua before? No, I just started using them. But there are people in the Discord that have been paid from them, and I've been talking to the CEO guy, and he's talking to me about like payouts for different people and stuff like that. So they're legit. I mean, you can go on there and see that a lot of people do get paid out from them. Especially right now that they're newer to futures, their rules are a little easier. So typically when a prop firm's newer and their rules are a little bit easier, then they basically, it's just one of those things where a lot of people are going to use them until they start tightening up their rules, and then they'll move on to the next new one. You know what I mean? What's up, Stain? Back at it and decide to give Aqua Futures a try. Hey, it's a good one to try, man. I'm using them myself as well. Yeah, I don't know. Unless I'm not looking in the right place, I'm not seeing where they're giving you the rules for the... I don't see where they're giving you the rules for the... Like, once when you get funded. Which is not cool with me. I like to know... Alright, unlimited earning potentials, no ceiling on profits. Full trading freedom, complete control on implement strategies, managing risk, blah, blah. Okay, so that's good. No buffer required. As long as you have profits in your account, you are eligible to request your reward. Drawdown. Our drawdown doesn't automatically move to break even after the reward is requested unless it has already naturally reached break even. So basically, it's a trailing drawdown. As long as you profit quickly, then the trailing drawdown doesn't catch up, then it doesn't automatically go to like that 50, whatever the buffer is, which it says there's no buffer, so I don't know why it would move past that anyways, but that is good. So how do I request a reward? So that is good. So once again, this is kind of like an alpha futures to me. Alpha futures is the same way, right? They're harder to pass because it's 4,000 you have to make on a 50K to pass them, and only 2,000 drawdown. But at the same time, no, I think Alpha Futures is actually 2,500, so it gives you a little bit more. They're only I think it was 1,500. So really bad on the risk to reward type, But if you can pass it in one day, and there's no consistency on the funded, and there's no ceiling or no buffer required to take a payout, meaning like if you're on the funded and you make $500 and you can take the $500 out, then yes. If that is the case, I don't know. The rules are kind of dicey. I'd have to look more into it. If that is the case though, then it's almost worth dealing with the crappy profit goal and drawdown. That would be why they have that profit target and that drawdown, because most people aren't going to make it through that and they're going to blow that. But they do that because the people that do make it through, obviously they can't go broke by paying everybody, right? So it'll be something. Thanks for bringing this to my attention on the funding ticks. I never really looked down that much. I will look into them more, because that does sound like that has its own little playground in the prop firm space. You know what I mean? That I might want to play around in. No, I got it figured out, Christian. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look bad on the surface as long as that's the case. But sometimes they could say stuff like that, and then you go in and start reading actual stuff, and it's like, okay, but you have to have this amount and all that stuff. Like, if it is that exactly, then it'd be worth giving them a shot. I agree with you. I'm gonna call it how it is. Being affiliated with them or not, I still want the community to know what's the best ones to go with, regardless. Y'all know I like pushing code red, but that's just to give back to you guys, because I want you guys to be able to win. And if there's a prop firm out there I'm not affiliated with and you can win better with them, then I'll tell you, hey, you should probably check them out. I probably know a streamer that is affiliated with them, and you could use their codes. Easy rules, I like that. Yep, just bought an Aqua Futures account and use your code. Let's go, Dark Side. That's my man right there. Hell yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. It makes me excited, because when I was talking to him today, he basically said that at the end of the month we're going to do a review, and depending on how many sales, if they're going the way they're going, then he's going to throw some more giveaways for you guys. So we might get to the point we might have like 2 a night. We might be able to do 2 giveaways a night. And our community is not huge, you know what I mean? So your chances of winning's pretty good. I'm not like Rocket Scooter or FSP or any of those that's got like thousands of traders and then thousands of bots trying to hit that giveaway all at the same time. All right, let's check it out. So just bought Funny Ticks 1 reward show the payout details. What's up, Future Trader? I like Future Trader. That's my guy. He be posting all kinds of stuff in the Discord. I look forward to seeing your stuff too, because you don't mess around. You get right to the nitty gritty, like right into the trades. So I know when I pull up Discord, I gotta go. First thing I do is go look at the trades. I use GOAT, but not for futures. Oh, you're talking about goated funded futures? I did. You know what's funny about goated funded futures? I did a prop firm tier list. For you guys that don't follow my X, because I post stuff like this. But I did a prop firm tier list, like professionally. I did it like with legit rules and everything. Like no bias, no affiliation, no none of that. Half of them I don't even have affiliations with. But let me see if I can find it real quick. That's my art too. What do you guys think about my art? You like my art? It's my paintings. I paint. Red candles, red tree, baby. Eyes don't lie. And then I paint this little unicorn for my daughter because she likes unicorns. Anyways, enough about me self-promoting my art on my trading platform. I do that on my art platform. So God dang, I post a lot of crap. I don't like how that short starts out, by the way. Look, watch. It starts out with me like looking like stupid. I can't figure out how to change that. It's whatever. That was one of my banger trades. Where the hell is this tier list? I know. Here it is. Here it is. So the way that I did this tier list is basically, see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Dang, I can't even find it. Here we go. This is how I did this tier list. I'll make it smaller so you guys can see. All I did, no biases, no nothing, right? It was just, these were all prop firms that is a 50K based off their standard 50K account that you can use with Project X, which there's a lot of them, as you can see. Basically, I inputted data for them. I put in when they were founded. You know, obviously the longer they've been running, the better credibility. Their credibility as far as in their reviews on Trustpilot, their pricing, for the eval, their consistency, or eval consistency, eval trade day, eval profit goal, the eval MLL, DLL, and then when you pass, I input the funded price, the funded consistency, the funded trade days, the buffer you have to have in order to get a payout, your MLL with the funded, whether it's intraday, end-of-day, whatever static, how many accounts you can have with them, profit splits, max payouts, and if they had a Discord or not. Okay, now the ones that were good, we painted green. The ones that were bad, or that were okay, like normal, we painted yellow, and the ones that were bad, we painted red. Then we went through and we tallied each one of them up, which ones had how many greens they had, how many yellows they had, how many reds they had, and then the ones that had the most of green got to be the top, the ones that had most of red got to be the bottom. And I believe Goat Funded Futures was the only one that rated E, which is like was the worst one out of all of them. Yeah, there is a Apex giveaway tonight. Apex giveaway, any size. If you guys want to enter, like, subscribe, and share the YouTube live. That's all you gotta do. I want y'all to share it with your peeps. If you guys got any trading friends on here that y'all hang out with in the Discord, or you hang out with on Twitter, or you talk to and basically, you know, in other people's streams, share it with them. Let's grow this community. Where is that spreadsheet at? It said, I want that spreadsheet. Well, you don't have to look at the spread. I mean, you can look at the spreadsheet. It's a spreadsheet that I created for these prop firms, which I don't mind sharing if you guys want it, or I could post it. But really, to make it easy, I already went through and rated everything, and then color coded it, and then put it into a thing, and I put it all on the tier list. So if you want to know which ones rated better over other ones, come into my X, scroll down, find the tier list. Top One and Top Step rated the highest. And I'm not even affiliated with Top Step. I don't use Top Step, but for whatever reason, when it comes to just data, they rated the top. Top One rated the top. I've never used either one of them. I mean, I do have a code with Top One, but not Top Step. And then all these ones in the middle, you got Aqua Futures, or Aqua Futures wasn't out yet. You have Alpha Futures, you have Trade Day, and you have Bull and Aqua Futures was out, I'm sorry, and you have Aqua Futures. So those ones I do have affiliations with, but then you have like Blue Guardian, Ola Prime, and I think this one was like funding ticks, funding something. Yeah, and then yeah, but anyways, you guys can go and look at it yourself. Okay, so we are making this push up. We didn't get the retracement that I want to see down to here. Instead, like I said, we were pushing up. I wanted to see, basically, I want to see us over this and holding. We didn't even chart tonight, guys. Let's chart. I've been talking and talking and talking, and we haven't done anything trade-wise. Let me get charted up. Let's get a freaking trade in. If I got to do a degen trade until we can get a good one, then that's what we'll do. What's up, Market Vision? Woo! It's been rough out here, man. All by myself. I'm just kidding, Market Vision. I know you up late. I hope you had a good trade day today, brother. And thank you for joining. Let me catch up with you guys on the shorts. Sorry, you guys that are on the shorts live, if you click on the YouTube profile pic and then you click on live, and then you click on my, it'll bring you to my page, and then if you click on the red circle around the profile pic, it'll bring you to my horizontal live. I did finally set it up to where now when you just click on the profile pic, it'll take you to the horizontal, but you'll be able to see my whole screen, and I will get with your chat a lot quicker because it's hard for me to read both chats. So I prioritize the horizontal chat over the shorts live, like YouTube shorts. I don't prioritize that one as much because, to be honest, majority of people are in the horizontal. Shorts live, people just like to swipe, right? They're just swiping through. So they'll join in. Some of them will like, they'll jump over. Some of them will just keep swiping. Some of you guys are just swipers. Just out here swipping away. You said I do. I need that. Are you in the Discord, Adrian? I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. I don't know how to. I don't know how to read. It's not his fault he can't read. Who knows what movie that's from? Whoever can tell me, whoever the first one that tell me what movie that is from will get 2 times entry in tonight's giveaway. It's not his fault he can't read. First one to drop in chat. You are in the Discord? Okay. Well, shoot me a message or something and I'll send it to you, because I think I can just link it to the Discord. Waterboy, She Slays got it. All right. So She Slays, you get you'll get 2 times entry in the giveaway tonight. You'll be the only one tonight that gets 2 entries. No, it was Waterboy. I think now you got me second guessing myself. Oh, it was not. It was not Waterboy. You were close though. You were close. Mopar got it. Mopar. Yeah, Mopar dropped it first though. Mopar got it. All right, so Mopar gets it's funny She Slays, because I thought it was Waterboy too. It's because they're both Adam Sandler movies. They're both Adam Sandler movies. All right, so Mopar. Let me mark that down in the Discord real quick, just so I don't forget when we go to do the when we go to do it. So giveaways. Let's go to the giveaways. Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Where the hell is... That's pretty dope. Futures, I'll check that out later. Futures Trader 420. Okay. We'll go to the giveaways, stream giveaways, and then Mopar, are you in the Discord? Yes, you are. Okay, cool. 2 times. I don't like it. I don't like it like that. I'm gonna do it like this. 2 times. That 90s kid OCD was popping off right there. All right. You ain't from the 90s if you don't have some form of OCD. You ain't a 90s kid. So I swear all of us develop some sort of OCD. Us dealing with parents that were from freaking Generation X. Them people were crazy. And wonder why we're crazy. Because they raised us. Damn Gen X's. Overboard. That was a good one too. That was also Adam Sandler's. I said before I looked up. Nah, looked up. I said first. No, look up. I said first. Oh, you're right. Jose's right. Want to make sure. Let me double check. All right, let's double here. Look, we'll double check. First person was She Slays Waterboy, Forrest Gump, Black Phone, Forrest Gump. Why did some of y'all think it was Forrest Gump? Forrest Gump was This Seat's Taken. Jenny. That's Forrest Gump. Waterboy. A lot of y'all thought it was Waterboy. They say it in Big Daddy. Yeah, so yeah. I'm sorry, Mopar. I'm sorry, She Slays. Y'all were in and then y'all were right back out at the same time. Yeah, he's right. Jose's right. Fair is fair. Jose, you in the Discord, right? If you're not, Mopar's still getting it. Is it just Jose? Is that you, Jose? Is that you? Yeah, that's you? Okay. Just want to make sure. I got your back. No worries. Listen, I'm a huge movie quoter, so y'all better up y'all movie quoting game. If y'all want them 2x entries, gonna be dropping it a lot. Here we go. Are we getting the pullback to the VWAP? That's what we've been waiting for. Hell, I'll even take a trend line at this point. I'll even take the trend line at this point. Just because I want to get in a trade. Now, the trend line would be degening it a little bit. Let's get our indicators on here. We didn't do that. I didn't chart either. Hold up. Hold up, swole up. Is it going to let me have my... Whoa, what is all that craziness? Why do we got like 3 different freaking... I just wanted the regular RSI. No. Trade and view. What is this one? Okay, so that one's out. This is all the one I want right here. RSI 14. Type charts. Style. We don't want this purple. We want this dark red. Thank you. And I don't like that shading being purple. We want that white. Thank you. It's got to be brand fitting, you know. Oversold gradient. White. And then undersold gradient. Red. Perfect. It didn't change my gradient though. That's alright. I don't really... Where's my number though? Honestly, I don't even look at this. I just look at the number on the side. Where do I see my number at? I don't like that. I wish it showed you like... I wish the number stayed on the side. Anybody know how to do that? Make the number for the RSI stay on the side of TradingView? I don't like how it doesn't show you that. I mean, I guess I could just look, but I'm so used to just looking at the number. All right, I need my ATR. Average true range. That thing's a lifesaver for accounts. If you guys ain't using ATR, you are not risk sizing appropriately. You're gambling. That's what you're doing. You're gambling. If you're, I'm gonna say it. You know what? If you're not using the ATR to calculate out risk, and you think you're just a math magician and you can calculate up 14 bars and exactly the true range of each one of them, then you're gambling. If you don't make a set risk parameter for yourself, like only lose 200 a day, only lose 300 a day, or whatever your daily hits is, you're gambling. I want this to come back. The trade view's pissing me off. Why can't they just make one platform that's like Project X? Just one. That's all we're asking for. I want my line, man. That sucks you can't see the... Man, I'm about to do this every time I want to check it. Alright, you know what? That's what we'll do. For now, since they don't have the numbers on here, and we're trading through Asia, we'll get rid of that one. Because I'd rather have the VRVP. Why do I gotta upgrade for that? No, I don't have 5 indicators. I got EMA, VWAP. That's the only indicators I got. That's not 5. That's 3. Unless it's hidden down here somewhere and I don't see it. Ugh. Oh yeah, there's like all kinds of indicators in here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Okay, we got it. VRVP, baby. Boom. Oh, that shit's ugly as hell, ain't it? That's a color clash. Alright, number of rows, we want 1,000. Value areas, 70. We want it to the right. We want width of box. I'm taking that down to like 15. Probably like 12. There we go. Value up, value down, value areas. Value areas, we want white. This one we want kind of like a light gray. Value area up, we want a little bit darker. Value area down, we want a little bit darker. And then we want to... Perfect. Perfection. I don't need POC. And value area high, value area low. POC. I like how that marks it out for you though. That's spicy. I like that. Okay. I got this green line set too. This is where we closed. So that's kind of cool too. All right, I guess we'll wait to see. We're at the trend line. Let's do this. Let's get one. Let's buy one. Gotta make sure I'm doing this right because I don't ever work this here. All right, so we're in it for one. Where's my where is my dang stop loss at? You know what? That's fine. I'm gonna do a real small in case we break that. This is a trend line, so if we break it, then I want it right back out. So we will sell limit 1 sell stop. Boom. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. And we will target just the top of this range right here. All right, there we go. If we break through trend line, that's fine. Small stop loss, not much. Okay, already out. Perfect. Cancel that. I'm gonna wait for it to come down into the EMA rebounce or the VWAP. And that's why I did it with real small stop loss, just in case. And got to trade in tonight and just tired of waiting. What we'll do is let's chart really quickly. Catch up with your guys's chat. Sent your friend request on Discord. Got you. Before I forget, let me do that. Friends. Pending. Accept. Okay. Gotta make sure I got this set up right. There we go. Mario. Hang tight, Red. We'll get it fixed, Jose. Was Jose the winner? Yeah, Jose was the winner. Yeah. I called it. I got it. We fixed it. Read me, please. My bad. I get these talking tangents and I just, you know. There, daddy. Yeah, he did it. Gucci. Yep. I got you guys. Just followed you on X. Thank you, Tyler Trades. I'll follow you back. I follow my community back. I try to do that. I know a lot of people don't do that. Boom. Tyler Trades. Follow back. There you go. Just because I like to see what y'all are posting and stuff, and I like to like y'all's comments and stuff too. Wesley, wait, you don't want accept my copycat friend request. You don't want to accept my copycat. Did you you probably don't even friend request me, Wesley. Did you friend request me? Tell the truth. What's somebody tell me what Wesley's account is. It's probably the same name as his YouTube, ain't it? Wesley Emerald Emerald Gate. I bet you it's the same as his name on there. Yup, there it is. Why you got 2 accounts, Wesley? Which one do you use? Probably this one, right? No, you don't use that one. Oh, okay. Maybe you do use that one. Look at that, Wesley. I thought you would follow too, brother. You haven't posted it since 24. I'm taking my follow back. You make a post, I'll follow you, Wesley. Got back to your friend request on Discord. Yeah, you did, though. I followed you on Discord. I followed you on the cord. Nah, I see you're not really active on there. That's fine. But if you get back into X, let me know. I'll follow it. Let's see here. He said I'm taking my follow back. Yeah, he ain't posting since 24. I like Wesley. Wesley's a good streamer, by the way, guys. If y'all don't follow him, y'all should follow him. He does pretty good at trading as well. Do you look poor? I am poor. Why you call dude poor? Because he's a lowlife and he ain't got nothing else to do. He's bored out of his damn mind, so he's got to jump on random chats and call people poor. He's probably wearing flip-flops and his shorts right now, somewhere in a third world country. Yeah. Man, this market doesn't want me to get in. Look, it didn't even get the bounce. It just like fake bounced it. It got front ran. Celebrating up in here. Yeah. I give shout out to the streamers that join. I definitely give shout outs to the streamers that join. Just because I feel like that's what I want, right? Like when I join other streamers and I'm talking, I want them to give me a shout out, so I try to shout them out too. I'll be back. All right, Margaret. Do you always trade Asia? Yeah, I always stream Asia, and I always trade New York. New York and Asia are the two markets I trade. All right. We didn't get to charting, so let's chart real quick. Let's get a breakdown while we're waiting. While we are waiting for this to do something. I'm gonna zoom way the hell out here. All right, so as far as this one's gonna be kind of like an external range day. Since we don't have a whole lot of pivots to play with, so we're gonna go external range here. Boom. External range there. Boom. Internal range. Which I can't tell. Did it break through that already? No, it perfectly bounced off of it, so we'll leave that there. Internal range. And then we have internal range there. Boom. Okay. Lock it down. Looking at the bias here. We're bullish as hell. We know that. But we're starting to see a little bit of a rollover. And unlike these candles, which was just a nice little pullback, you know, these ones are a little more heftier. So what I would like to see is probably it come up, break this internal. This is what my main trade idea is going to be, right? It come up and break the internal and then come back down and close and move down, right? That's one. Or if it comes up and breaks the internal and it starts chopping or whatever, I'm gonna wait for it to break the external and then come back down. That's what I'm thinking. And the reason being is just the fact that there's not like a whole lot going on with the markets are overpriced right now. So unless there's some type of big rally up news that just randomly happens, we're gonna see a little pullback, little chop, little up, little choppy chop. Basically is what we're gonna see. We're gonna see something like this, choppy chop chop. Well, not like that. That was more revolving stuff. More like this, or like this. So that's my bias, right? Obviously. Okay. Then we'll drop down to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, do we have any? We had a 4 hour gap here. We just completely filled it. We filled this 4 hour gap, and we also made. Oh, we have one of those BPRs. Right, we got a little BPR. For those of y'all that trade them. Boom. Way to make them extend. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, so gotta add this into the bias here, obviously, right? Anytime we're above this, we've been bullish. If this holds, right? Like say we get another 4 hour that comes down, taps in and pushes back up, then that's just looking good for the longs, right? If we hold, if we start tapping back down into it, then obviously the opposite. Okay. And I don't really see anything to the upside, so pretty much just that 4 hour right there. 1 hour. You can put the horizontal line on a candle and right click to see the high, low, etc. Huh? Ooh, what is this? Shebang, baby. We're in a freaking NASCAR. I'm not this advanced yet. I'm not there yet. I'm like a kindergartner trader looking at these like crayons. And I'm just trying to figure out which crayon is bigger than the other. And it holds more value. I haven't got to the whole graphs level yet. Okay, so this is what I was going to tell you guys about the whole, I've been learning, right, as far as in time frames, okay? You guys know I trade on the 3-minute time frame. So good combination for you guys that trade on the 3-minute time frame, right, is trading off of higher times, okay? So the 1 hour is going to be what I mainly look for my bias. Daily, obviously, for overall bias. But as far as in getting into the trade, I'm going to look at the 1 hour to get my bias. So this is what I'm looking at on the 1 hour, right? I'm looking at the 1 hour. I see this right here. Boom. It's a gap. A lot of times when we're moving downwards, what happens is this right here. We come down, we retrace back to this gap, right? And then we move downwards, and then we retrace back to, guess what? This gap. So, and that gap just so happens to be right where my internal range is that I was showing, that I was waiting for it to come up. So if I see it come up into this zone and start breaking, which is what I'm thinking it's going to break the internal and then come down, then I'm going to short. I'm going to short this. Stop loss, short, down. So looking at the 1 hour, I have that gap there. I want to see trade into the gap and then down. Will that happen? I don't know. It obviously could just turn and go down right now. But if it does that, it's going to change and make me think that, okay, now I'm looking for longs because we're ranging, right? But yeah, so the new way I'm going to start doing things, and I'm trying this out, it's been working out well for me today since I've been trying it, is 1 hour and 15 minute and 3 minute. Those are the time frames, right? So I'm going to use the 1 hour and go, this is the trade idea. 15 minutes is where I can look to see, okay, when's a good time to get in, right? Like now we're flagging or whatever. And then 3 minute is where I'll actually execute the trade. So if you guys are using 5 minutes, you can do 4 hour. It's 4 hour, 30 minutes, and then 5 minutes. Because it's like 1/4, right? But for me, I trade on the 3 minutes, so it's 1 hour, 15, 3 minutes. Kind of cool, huh? Your boy's learning. Yeah, your boy's learning. I know y'all want to see me win out here, so your boy is learning. Learning and earning, baby. All right, let me catch up. Let me catch up. Also, you guys on the shorts, I know you are talking a lot. 15-minute orb works well. It's creating a low high. I called it from there today. Hold right click on candle. Oh, hold right click on candle. I'm holding it. It don't do nothing for me. Look, right click, nothing. I let go, it just does that. Left click. Oh, if I hold left click, you guys are saying right click. Y'all must be on Mac or something. On you hold left click. That's pretty cool. See, y'all teaching me trading view. I'm starting to like trading view. I am. I'm starting to like trading. Not more than Project X, don't get crazy with it, but I am starting to like it. Yeah, the 15-minute orb works well. I like the 15-minute orb. I have a 15-minute orb strategy, Rodnell. If you want to check out my 15 orb strategy, then you just got to jump in the Discord. Actually, you don't have to jump in the Discord. I actually posted this on my Twitter. I mean, I'd like you to jump in the Discord, but if you just want to look at my 15-minute orb strat, you can go to my X. And I posted it. You're welcome. Free strategy sharing. And thanks for that, Kanish. 100%. I can see Aqua Futures on Project X. Yeah, buddy. I like Aqua Futures. If you go to use Aqua Futures, smash the code red. We do Aqua Future giveaways every week. Tonight we're doing an Apex giveaway though. So any of you guys that like Apex, please use the Apex link we're posting or use code red. That way they give us more giveaways for you guys. They're obviously a really great prop firm. I'm sure all of you already know that they are goated, so I probably don't have to keep going over that. It has a different name on Project X. No, Aqua Futures doesn't. It's still Aqua Futures. Aqua Futures also has Aqua Funded, but that's for Forex, if that's what you're talking about. Good luck tonight, bro. Thanks, Rodnell. I appreciate you. We don't need luck because we got skill, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I appreciate it. Wesley. He said I'm taking. I follow. Yeah, bro, it's killing. Yeah, you like that, Tyler Trade? Give my damn follow back. And I'm just playing with Wesley. I don't want to waste follows. Yeah, I stopped trading Asia because I always end up chasing. Yeah, I always say I lose money in Asia and I make it back in New York plus some. But for the sake of this stream, we are going to get better at Asia because I know you guys are watching this stream. You are watching Asia. Y'all want to be good at Asia. I want to be good at Asia. We're gonna figure this out. I've had good trades on Asia. Don't get me wrong. I've passed evals on Asia alone, but I've also blown accounts on Asia. So let's see here. London is popping sometimes, but gotta wake up super early. Yeah, London's starting like an hour after I go to sleep, and I only get like 4 hours of sleep a night, so that's not happening. Honestly, I was thinking about ending the stream early tonight just because I've been only getting like 4 hours of sleep for the past like 3 weeks, grinding out the streaming thing, which is cool. I like doing it, but I feel like I got to get a makeup day somewhere in there. I got to get at least like 6 hours of sleep a night. I'll be nice. I'll be freaking refreshed. I try my best in New York, but I work right at market open pretty much to the market close. So why you gotta do what I do, Tyler. You gotta go to the bathroom, man. I've always wondered like how long it's gonna take for my job to be like, why is this man in the bathroom at 9:30 on the dot every freaking morning? And for 10 minutes at a time. I just tell them I'm regular. Don't hate. But they might be catching on. You can put the horizontal line on a candle and right click. Yep. It's not right click, it's left click. I can't pull my mouse up there or I'll show you, but it's left click. But we got it now. Boom. But it's also right here. You guys know that, right? Like I did learn that. Like I could just put it over there and look up there. It's kind of cool. What's your strategy? Win money. I'm on that win money strategy. Stay below the candle. Which crayon tastes better? Typically the red ones, because I'm not so much of a pina colada type of guy. I'm more of like a watermelon strawberry. So raspberry. The red ones taste better. ICT kill zone hunt, decent indicator. ICT. Okay, Ben Trader, I'm gonna have to check that out. What time is the giveaway? Just whenever I'm feeling feisty. Why? Do you have a preferred time you'd like it to be? Mayor Ferna, you trying to hurt him get that giveaway and dip, huh? He said he was going to bed. About to go to bed. Trade MGC. You'll make money, bro. Yeah, I know, Ari. We're going to trade it. All right. Let's see. Are we going to get this pullback here? Or what? I'm looking for this. I'll show y'all. I'm looking for this right here. Now, I don't think we'll get there tonight, but I'm looking for that right there. Nice little 3.5. That'll be good, huh? That's what I'm looking for. Wait, can I just set this? Let me just set this. That's a limit order, right? Okay, boom. All right, limit orders in place. Trading view is kind of cool. Starting to like it. I'm starting to like it. Let me find out, Wes. Oh, you're talking about Wes went to bed. I got you. It's hard because of volume. Yeah, it is hard for volume. It'd be hard to get up there, but if it's just moving and then we run out of time, then I'll just stop it out and take whatever profits we get. I'm trying to get better trades for you guys since I know that some of y'all really take to heart when I trade something. MES or MGC for Asia. Why ES? Doesn't ES move slower than the NASDAQ? I don't want that. Gold is about to break out, just not sure in which direction yet. Caught that 45-minute bull run that started at 22. I trade NQES, I trade GC, but it's super volatile. Yep. Sat through the chop, flip-flopped, and a few times in the middle direction. Yep. Been there, done that. I feel it definitely is going lower, but uncertain of when Asia, London, New York. Yeah, my bias is this right here. That's my bias. My bias is that's Asia, right? That's Asia. And then New York, or not New York, I'm sorry. London goes something like that, right? And then New York comes in and just goes wham. Because that's how we do, baby, America. I'm just kidding, but yeah, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. If someone was gonna pay me money to predict, and I was trying to be right, that's what I would do. Good morning, Paul. And you guys have been following me. Y'all starting to catch on that my biases are usually pretty spot on. Are you new to using TradingView? Yeah, so I mainly use Project X. So, but I really want to start trading with Apex, so I got the Apex account, and you can't use Apex on Project X, so here we are. We got our daily high and low. We got our daily body, right? We're chopping within the daily body right now. We're waiting for an external push, either one way or the other. That's what we're waiting on. For the big trade, for the little trade, we're just waiting to tap off this 4-hour gap. Boop, boop, on up into this hourly gap to move back down lower. The break of the internal range, gap down. Less beta, yes. However, it has volume. Yeah, I mean, we'll get to the point where we're trading gold. I know a lot of you guys like gold on here. What's the giveaway? It is an Apex account of any size, and make sure if you guys are entering, make sure that you're in a country that you can use these prop firms, right? Because I've had a situation where somebody joins a giveaway for a prop firm that they cannot use. So there's no point in me like giving it to you, because even if you used it and you got it all the way to payout, they're going to deny you because they're going to go, oh cool, you got payout, here's KYC, and you're not going to be able to do that, and you just lost the payment. And now it was all to waste. It could have went to somebody that could have used it. No, the move in sync unless there's no the move in sync unless there's a SMT. Yeah. Well, I use ES all the time for the divergence. That's what I use ES for. I don't really trade ES a lot, but I do use it for the divergence. For ATR name and value, right-click price scale, go to labels, check mark on indicator, name labels, and indicator value. Okay, hold on, John C. I'm gonna try to do this. For ATR, name and value, right-click price scale. Okay, here's a price scale. Okay. Go to labels. Okay. Okay. And indicator value labels. Okay. Indicator. Okay. Oh, okay. I like that. Now I'm gonna bring my ATR. We bringing ATR back. We're bringing my baby back, baby. Real. Look at that, we're like trading like it's Project X now. I like the fact that I finally can use another platform and not feel limited to only the prop firms of Project X. It's a really good feeling. We're getting this J shape right here, which makes me kind of scares me, makes me feel like we're gonna miss the move. I don't know if you guys ever realize this or not, and it's not always. Sometimes it can do this and then just dump, but a lot of times, whenever I'm a big patterns guy, a lot of times when you see this J, if it comes like this, it's probably gonna take off from there. That's that whole JJ, the old JJ. This is more of a V for you guys that are like a J there and didn't go. That's right, because there's a difference between a J and a V. I'm mad that this trend line broke. By like a tick or two just to stop me out and then stayed back in the trend line. What kind of shit is that? Okay. Yeah. Looking at the 1 hour. How long we got left on the 1 hour? We got 20 minutes. Probably on the next 1 hour, that's when we'll see the push down and bounce off of this. And then the next hours, yeah. So we got a long time for this trade to play out because of volume. Do y'all want me to just degen it and just scalp the little ranges we're in and not do this move? Even though this would probably be a banger trade right here. Just know for the people that are inspired and want to learn and want to make good trades, this would be the one, okay? For you guys that are like, I want to see you take money or lose money, then we're about to get into that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off because I'm not waiting for all that. I'm not waiting for it. For entertainment purposes, let's make a trade. So, hint, this is not my real account. Whoever was here in the beginning, if you remember, when I said that, you know what it means. Was referring to MES. They move in sync. Yeah, NQ and ES move in sync. They do sometimes. Well, they move in sync but there is divergence. Anybody in the chat, did any of you guys not know what a divergence is between ES and NQ? If so, say it and I'll show you. Is this gold or NQ? Rush, this is NQ. And for you guys that are on the shorts live, if you want me to get to your questions a lot sooner, click the YouTube and jump over to the horizontal. You can see all my screen. Everybody's in there chatting. There's more people, and then also I'll get to your questions quicker. Okay. Project X is cool. They always be having some wild issues though. Yeah, the only issues I've ever had with Project X is when I've been driving and trading on my phone, and that's not a Project X problem. That was more of like I was probably going in and out of signal problem. It was more like a me problem. That's pretty much the only problems I ever had with Project X. I don't want to see you lose money. I don't want to see myself lose money either, but I also want to get into a little degen trade for you know, for purposes. Is this paper trading? No, it's with prop firm Apex. Apex. Currently at 51,678. So we got roughly around $1,300 to pass this bad boy and get the fundo. Is the J gonna play out? Oh, this thing's about to bull. Look at this. This thing's about to bull up. It's about to bull. All right. Let's go to market. Let's get into something here. When I try to do these like really quick scalps, I try to use like little patterns. So let's look and see. We're really like fiddle in the middle right now, huh? Even of the pattern. All right. What do I think it's gonna do in the very near future? In the very near future, what do I think it's going to do? Well, let's look. We pumped. It went up. It came down. We broke the high. We failed to break the low. We come up, we're failing to break the high, which means now we probably want to break the low. I'm gonna short. I'm gonna short. Boom. Okay, and then right above this high, I will leave the stop loss. One buy stop. And then right here, this gap, since I don't think it's going to go any further than this, I will leave the sell. Boom. Okay. And while this plays out, giving you guys something to watch here, I am going to go repack my hookah real quick. I'm gonna pack my hookah. What's up? Can you show us the divergence? Yes. Your name's Market Burl. I'm sure you know what the divergence are. You just want to make fun of me, huh? I will show you. I was talking about Wes. He said he was going to bed on his stream. Yeah, Antoine, I know. That's why when you set it up there, I was like, oh, you're talking about Wes. A divergence is when one market. Yeah, let me show him on. I got it, Tyler. I got this, Tyler. Stand back. Got this, sir. I know this one, okay? I like. All right, I'll show you divergence. Well, it'd probably be easier because I don't know how to do the whole multi-screen yet on TradingView. So it'd be easier like this. Okay. when you have, say you're looking at NQ and you're looking at ES, right? Because they're correlating assets, which means they track together. Okay. ES is the stronger of the pair. It has 500 companies versus 100 companies, right? Which means if ES is going to move in a direction, it is big brother. Where big brother goes, NQ being little brother, if they separate, little brother eventually wants to catch back up with big brother. Okay. Big brother, little brother. ES is big brother, NQ is little brother. Keep that in your mind. All right. So now you know that. Then the way you would look at a divergence is going to be, say ES comes down, right? ES comes down and it's chopping right at this low, right? Like, say like this is its low right here, right? It's chopping right here, but it doesn't break it. Now NQ comes down and it breaks, and it's down here and it's chopping below its low, right? Well, now NQ has basically swept its lows. ES is the stronger pair because it's held its lows. ES is already big brother, so NQ is going to want to come back to ES. When you see ES start trading up, that's a divergence. This broke the low, which you may think, oh, well, now it's going to go down. But ES held and started moving back up. So now you can take the long on NQ, or if you want to be smart, you would take the long on the stronger pair, which is the ES. But I'd mainly trade NQ, so I know I can just go ahead and take the long on NQ at that point, and it's going to catch back up to big brother, right? That's a divergence. That's the way I use it. I don't know the specific ICT 3000 model, right? But I've used that. I've posted those same exact trades on my Twitter. You can go back and look at them. And they are some of my biggest trades. When these are my biggest trades right here. See how I mark out external ranges, right? ES comes down and say ES breaks this and NQ's hovering and waiting, or NQ breaks this and ES is hovering and waiting, and then one reverses and then the other one goes to come back up, and me take that long right there. And that's been some of my biggest trades. What can you show? I was talking about, yep. Divergence is when one is over. Divergence is when one is over, or one's making a higher high and the other's making the opposite. Yes, exactly correct, Tyler. And I know you can use it on a smaller frames, right? Like, look at this high, look at this low, and then ES didn't break the high, but NQ did. Like, but I don't personally use it like that, just because to me it's not very, like, it works, but it's not high probability, right, with the lower frames. But when it's breaking like a daily low or something like that, I'll take those trades every time. I will take those trades every time. We have a little gap right here. We came up, we tapped the gap, we moved down. This is the small time frame of the exact trade that we are going to make here. Come up, tap the gap, move down from all this. Same trade, just smaller. Okay. For the most part, yeah, you're right, Tyler. That's exactly. My bad, big dog. I'm just messing with you, Tyler. I'm using the support resistance power channel indicator on TradingView. It's pretty good. Support and resistance power channel, nice. I like drawing my own, but I might check into it now that I'm using TradingView. You know what we need to do? We need to make a indicators channel on the Discord, and everybody drop their favorite TradingView indicator. And over the weekend, when I got time on my hands, I'm gonna go through and test them and see which one I like better. Daily bias for Asia. Daily bias for Asia is basically what I'm wanting to see, but I don't know for sure what Asia's gonna do. Right? It can move up, it can move down, but what I'm thinking is I'm thinking it's going to slowly move downwards to, if it gets to here, it's going to be a reject. If it doesn't do that, then of course we're gonna have this right where it does this, and it just chops in this range for freaking ever all night long. If it goes up, then it's got a long ways to go. It's just gonna go up. It's just gonna chop slowly, chop up. I mean, I don't really know which way it's gonna go. What I want to see and what I'm leaning towards is it's gonna come here and then pop, right? Because it seems like we were kind of squeezing up here, right? Kind of like we were squeezing up. But then it just kind of seemed like it's like kind of starting to struggle to squeeze anymore, which means it might need a pullback to get that up. I don't know. That's my educated guess. It's also making this pennant, not pendant. Chat for correcting me on that. I feel a bit little in the stomach when you say ICT. Just saying. Solo trader, yeah. I mean, my opinion on ICT is all it is like, so I did some research on it, right? And there's a lot of traders that date back from the 80s that use the same stuff that ICT traders use, which technically ICT traders use the same stuff that they used. But ICT just kind of like, they kind of like taken an old style that's worked for years and just revamped it, right? So does some ICT concepts work? Yes, they do. They definitely work. Fair value gaps definitely work. Swing high, swing lows, you know, in combination with different things, definitely work. Divergence on like SMTs, SMCs, all that definitely works. But the thing is that like it's been working since the 80s. It's not like it's anything new. It's just, you know, somebody got good at it, and people that are trading now that are younger that don't know about the 80s, which I don't. I just know this because I've watched this whole documentary on it. Yeah, so that's my thought on ICT. Like, am I gonna be here and I'm gonna be like, oh, failed fairy gap here and failed fairy gap? I may say that failed value gap here, and then we got a swing low here, and then we're gonna break this, and then all, you know, like liquidity sweep and this and that. Like, no, I'm not gonna do all that because I don't. To me, that's not. I just look at the basics, right? I look at your basic moving averages to give me a kind of indication. Okay, we're doing a 3-finger spread right now, right? 3-finger spread. All right, so it wants to close that. All right, so that's one indication. EMA is over the VWAP, so that's my indication that it wants to go up, and that's why I was saying on the longer time frame, I want to see it basically come up into here, right? My volume profile, I use volume profiles, very easy to use, right? You see this node, we've been chopping up and down in this node. Buyers haven't found enough to push it out, so it's going to try to retest down here. Buyers are going to step in right here on this volume, and then that's going to give the ump to push back up, right? So I use that, easy concepts. RSI is sitting at like 50, so we're fiddling in the middle, right? We're just consolidating, we're just chopping orders, so it has room to go down, it has room to go up. I use like regular indicators, like you should be using just regular indicators that's worked forever, and they're probably some of the most popular ones because it's the ones that most big traders and investors and firms and all them use. You know, the VWAP on the 4 hours, what these big institutional firms that put millions of dollars in, that's what they use. I mean, they use a lot of things, but that's one of the main things they use. That's when they step in. So why not use the same stuff that a lot of them use? So I just use that, really. I use a lot of candle patterns. Price action, the way that it moves. Obviously, you got big moves, you got little moves, you got where it starts to tighten. You can watch price action and watch how it starts kind of jolting around a little bit when it's trying to go in a certain direction and it's having to fight through. I mean, levels, I love levels, right? Levels work, pivots work really good, especially if you know how to draw them out. support and resistance, but I've kind of gotten away from support and resistance and moved more over to supply, demand and supply, just because I like a zone better than a line. Trend lines, I like trend lines, just a higher time frame trend lines. I mean, I'll do these little ones just to degen, but so no, I'm not gonna sit here and bust out every ICT model, but I will use a fair value gap in conjunction with this stuff. I will use, you know, a divergence in conjunction with this stuff. ICT 5000 model was a joke. There is no such thing. Yeah, I was joking. I was joking about the ICT 5000. Unless you're talking about a real thing, but I just made that joke earlier, and I don't know if it's a real thing or not. I just made it up off my head, top of my head. Basically, what we're looking at here is it's coming up, retouching the bottom of these. If it holds and moves up, then we're just gonna be right back, still chopping, still chopping. If it gets pushed back out, then obviously we finally make that freaking move down here. Okay, getting pushed back out of this little zone that we see right here, right? This little zone right here. Closes below, then we'll start moving back down. If it comes and closes back in here, well, then we're still back in Chop Town. Chop Suey. We want to see this. Down. And it looks like we're back in the zone. Back in the Chop Town. Choppity chop chop. Choppity chop chop. I swear this market's a killer. I literally, I just want to just start scalping the candle. Like, I'll wait for a candle to open right here and just get long, and then I'll wait for the candle to close and then I'll just take out, and then I'll wait for this candle and I'll short it and then I'll take out. Like, I'm gonna start just scalping candles, like 15 minis. I'm joking, obviously. I would never do that. I want to try it though. You know, might be good at it. Yes, the power of 3 is a classic AMT. Yeah, I forget the guy's name, but there's a dude that came up, like, there's a couple of guys that were like well known as like some of the world's best traders, and they've used a whole bunch of different, they just called it different things back then, and now ICT calls it something different, but it's the same thing. General chat. Not to a T, but some of the things are the same thing. Red candles will probably fire me. I was late tonight. Yeah, I didn't want to talk about it. We'll talk about it when we leave market. We're gonna have to have a discussion whenever I get done. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's cool. I was late too, actually. I didn't start stream at 8:30. I didn't get here until like or 9:30. I didn't get here until like 9:45. So we both were late. I'm a big boy. I was handling. I think. What do you guys think? I was handling the chat pretty well, right? I was more focused on the chat when my mod wasn't here, because I knew you weren't here. You believe in ICT BS? No, Gab. That's why I just went over that. You must have just got in here. Sorry. We just had this whole talk about this. You missed it. You must have missed it. I was saying that there's a few things from ICT that I do personally use, but I don't trade like the whole ICT model, and I don't call it the things that I do use. I don't call it ICT. I call it whatever the guy that created it back in the 80s, that the ICT wasn't even thought of at the time, that they've been using the same techniques from back then. I use those techniques as well. I don't call it ICT because I don't, I'm not gonna, whatever. But yeah, no, I'm not an ICT trader. I use a multitude of confluences trader. I'm dynamic. I'm a dynamic trader. I use a variety of different things to come up with my own biases. ICT is key to gaining great order flow and bias. Yeah, maybe, Angel. I mean, once again, some of the stuff in ICT, and I'm not just talking about this like I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I've looked into it. I mean, look, I ain't bullshitting you guys. I have literally written down every ICT model with decryptive pictures. I mean, it just goes and goes and goes. Trust me, I've studied it. I don't just talk about stuff that I don't know a lot of stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff I don't know, and I'm not an expert trader by all means, but if I talk about it and say that I know about something, it's because I've studied it. I've put in the work where the work was needed to be put in at. When I first came to the whole futures prop firm game, all you hear is ICT. So naturally, I was like, oh, well, I need to learn ICT because I want to be a profitable trader. And then after doing research in ICT and then doing research in other strategies that's been going on for years, that's when I correlate to. It's like, oh, they're the same strategies. It's just these guys were doing it first, slightly different than these guys. And then these guys just took that and renamed it. So, anyways, I have done my homework. Now, if I slide my buy stop into profit, will it work? Will that work? Like, say I come here with that. Does that work? It does work. That's cool. Just because I'm scared we might get this bounce off of the EMA right here, because my EMA 58 is freaking golden. And I'd rather get some profits and it come back and start. Like, it may not come here. It may not come here. It may just hit this EMA and freaking take off. And I don't want that. So actually, I just want to move to like a break even at this point. All right, there's the EMA. Watch how beautiful my EMA is, guys. Watch this. This is, I call it my EMA because I'm the only one out here that told y'all about 58. Nobody else uses 58 but me. That EMA is trash. Never mind. It just went straight through. No, I'm just kidding. Look, watch the bounce off of this bad boy. Holy gapper macaroni. All right. We don't need old faithful pennant over here. Now, I'm at a break even, okay? And I'm going to let this trade ride. I'm going to go pack the hookah real quick. Worst case scenario, it taps us out at break even. Best case scenario, it taps us out at whatever that, however much money that is down there. It's not Project X, so it doesn't tell me on the tab like Project X does. Be right back. Did we get stopped out? Oh, we had broke even. I still think we're going down. Yes, Young Kong, I'm trading Apex, baby. You guys want to grab an Apex account? We're gonna be doing a giveaway here in just a few minutes. I'll go ahead and get the giveaway going for you guys. If you want to grab an Apex account, use my link right there. And if you want a chance at the giveaway, join the Discord. Also, if you want to come over to the horizontal live, everybody's over there. So, here, I'll put the Discord in for you guys. And I'll put the Apex link in here. You could also use code RED. Great prop firm, guys. No reason why you shouldn't try them out. All right, still think we're going down. That big pop right there was just to demonstrate how nice my EMA 58 is, baby. No bounce, just fall. You must not have met this EMA, brother. It could fall now, but it ain't gonna come past this without that EMA slapping it one good time. It really works. Yeah, it really works. I wouldn't use it if it didn't. You think about here just using EMAs that don't work? All right, let's see. Real risky. Do I want to do this? Hold on, let me reassess. We're rolling over, but volume's getting bigger. Volume's picking up, then it... I don't know. I kind of want to short it still down to here. But I also see that price is kind of picking up, or action... price action is kind of picking up a little bit. Kind of makes me nervous. Let's just wait. Let's wait for the long, since our overall high time frame is bull bias. Let's wait for that since we're bullish. Let's wait. I'm gonna put one contract here. So we're gonna do one buy limit there. Okay, and then we're gonna put one at the VWAP. We'll give the VWAP a little room, like just to the lows of this right here. So like right there. Should be protected by the bottom of this. And we'll just target back to... How can I modify that to be 2 instead of 1? I guess we have to wait. We probably have to wait till we get in the trade first, right? Guys, that's how that works. All right, you guys want to do the... Oh, let me read your chat real quick. I gotta stop talking so much. My throat's starting to hurt. Y'all making my throat hurt. I'm just kidding. It always goes up except for when it goes down, of course, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to get back in the short there, but the volume's picking up a little bit after all this chop right here that was really small. ATR's starting to pick up a little bit. I don't want to... Sometimes when volume starts picking up, you can see that rally, you know, as the markets always go up except for when they don't, naturally. NQ going up, maybe. Yeah, it's going to. This is a 4 hour. So this is this is what's going to tell us what's going to happen right here. Okay, this zone right here is about to set basically the tone of the night. If we bounce off of this 4 hour fair value gap, then we're going to push up, and we're probably not 100%, not financial advice, you know, fake money, prop firm money. This ain't real. If you guys are in a real account, you need to make sure you're contacting a financial professional. But if this bounces off of there, we're probably going to come into here, choppity chop, and then we'll see a bigger move down, right? This is, of course, over tonight in London, going into tomorrow. So this is all within within the day. Damn it. Oh, talking so much. It's all within the daily candle. If it doesn't, let's say it fills this gap. Let's say it comes down and it fills this gap, and then it sweeps like this internal, then that can be different, right? That can be more of honestly, no, it don't even have to come back up to this. Honestly, if it comes down through the fair value and drops down below here, it might try to target all the way down to external. And then New York will react off of it, right? Like London, if Asia and London sends it down here, then New York will be like, oh great, we're in premium, let's buy it, and then it'll go up, right? But if Asia and London push it up here, then, you know, New York will be like, oh great, we got some monies, let's drop it down. All right, about to get tapped in. We're looking at this long right here. This is 0.76 to 1. So not quite a 1-to-1. Sometimes it's okay to have a negative risk reward. I don't care what they told you. If it comes down, it'll catch me one in right here off the bounce of this. The only reason why I'm doing that is because we got the 3-finger spread going right here. Boom, boom, boom. And with the 3-finger spread, usually it wants to come down and close price between the price and VWAP, and then it'll start making its way back up. Now, if it doesn't, and it comes down to VWAP and it's like, hey, how you doing? See you later. Then we're shaking in our boots, right? Then we're scared. Then we're like, whew. But hopefully that does not happen. Negative RR. Yes, sir, Mario. Negative RR. I dare you to say something about it. Have you ever traded NQ before? And it just like wick you out and then go into your favor, and you would have passed that account, but instead you failed it because now you went on tilt trying to make back that 200 you just lost, that you got wicked out, and then you blow the account. That's because you're questioning negative RR. That's why. No, I'm kidding. I don't normally do negative RR. I normally use the ATR, but because we have this 4 hour fair value, I'm expecting it to tap in like it just did, right? It just tapped us in off this line, and now we're immediately pushing up. That's what I expect it to do. I don't expect it to come down in here at all. And I'm pretty dynamic with stopping out, and I don't like holding losers. So if it comes down and hits this and it's chopping and starts doing this thing where it looks like it's gonna like try to go again, I'll cut it. I won't wait till it comes down here. I just did this in case it's a big flush candle and then starts pumping. I don't want to get wicked out. I won't hold through this is what I'm saying. First TP for you is 71. Yeah, that's right at VWAP there. First take profit for me would be the highs if it comes back up and retests this area. Actually, I should probably make it right there because we have that volume node and it may repel off of it. And then we'll make the second one at the highs. Nah, you know what? Go big or go home, right? Ugh. Alright, we are in the trade. Now, question is, will this hold? Will this hold? That's the question. Hold. We got the best entry in the house. If this holds, we got the best entry in the house. Just a pow. Catch it and go. Right at the tippity top. At the tippity tip. That's where we got in at. Look at the 58 EMA on gold 5 minutes. I know you keep trying to get me a look at gold. I'm going to look at it in a minute. I just want to see my trade play out. Anyways, I trade gold. We know, solo trader. We know. I'm just kidding. I trade real accounts. I will never talk to a. Anyways, funny shit. Yeah, if you trade in real accounts, don't ever take my bias for anything because I can be completely wrong and be totally fine with the $30 or $29 account that I bought from Apex. You know what I mean? I'm essentially losing lunch money. You're losing life savings out there. So don't listen to anything I say when it comes to this. Yeah, and I said it. $30 Apex accounts. If you would like to get yourself a $30 account, use code RED at Apex checkout. Nah, man, I am not here for the bias, just to hang and do my thing like a rapper. That's cool though. That's what I want. I just want people in the community that can just chill and hang out and, you know. It's getting nasty. It's getting nasty. The only thing that makes me nervous if it passes this right here, if it passes this, like it tags me in and then starts passing it, is this low volume node right here. Because price, if it hits that pocket, it'll move through it quickly. We don't want to see that. But hopefully, we do have this last little volume right here. So hopefully it'll, if it comes down, it'll do this for a second and then it'll start bouncing back up. But I want to see this I want to see this 4-hour hold because I want to see price come back up into this hourly to make our move, to make our bigger move back down throughout the day tomorrow. So that way I get my trade set up already ready for tomorrow, right? I'll come in tomorrow, we're chopping in here, I'm shorting. How you guys do this? Does it look cooler when you put the box on the candles? Like that? Yeah, it does look kind of cooler, don't it? We gotta lower down the, we gotta lower this down though. Make it just like a window pane. Oh, that's sexy. Just a long box shadow. I don't make calls and streams, sorry. Who asked you for a call? Oh, is below the EMA is sloping down. Not sure what you are about. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Nah, man. All right, boss. Yeah, I'm glad you're here to just hang out, Solo Trader. I appreciate you chilling with us. You about to long on 5 minute? I'm in a long right now. I'm in this, you know, this predictable bounce off the 4 hour and move up long. My grandmother's seen this trade coming a mile away. Refer to my NQ comment. He said nasty. Refer to my NQ comment. Oh wow. I can appreciate your calls. I ain't calling nothing. I'm trading Monopoly money. You can create limit orders and stop losses TP direction from that overlay. That's pretty cool. Could always re-enter Apex. In a 1 minute is going up right now. It's funny reading your guys' like 5 minutes ago what you say it's gonna do, and then it like either do or do not do it. You know. Look at the 58 EMA on gold. We will negative RR. Okay. Nah, man, I'm not here for the bias. Yeah, I'm not really. This is just a safety net. I don't plan on it ever coming down this low before I stop it out. I'm not saying it can't come down this low. It definitely can. But I'm not going to let this play out. You know what I mean? If it starts coming down and it's looking nasty, I will stomp it out before it gets here. This is just a safety net in case like a missile just got dropped and it's like, well, bam, it comes all the way down here. I don't want to lose that much money. That's all it is. Just a safety net. I like to manually stop out when I see weakness and stuff like that. So far, we're holding. So far, the gap is holding. I would like to see VWAP get tapped, and then I would like to see it move back up out of this box. Like, only entry I want to see in this box is VWAP. Maybe 50% of it. Let's go ahead and mark that middle line. Maybe 50% of that. But that's it. If it moves, if it's still showing weakness, I'm out. But so far, just the top of this bad boy is held, so I think we're okay. Oh, I was like, why is it doing that? I forgot I had the magnet one. Little more, please. Sold one seahole. Oh, Christian. Sorry, I'm not reading the shorts chat that much. I'm sorry, guys, that y'all are over there hanging out in the shorts. Let me catch up. Let me catch up with the shorts. I've been trying to get him to come over to the horizontal and join you guys, but what prop firm? I'm with. We're trading Apex right now. Tomorrow night we'll be back on Aqua Futures. Tonight it's all about Apex. They gave it. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't do the giveaway. My bad, guys. I got all caught up in this trade. Let's get the giveaway going. All right, giveaway. Join the Discord. 4 hour is a nice bear flag. Could play out sooner or later. I mean, you guys got to remember, you can't just look at this. You got to zoom out a little bit. Look. We had a huge dump, guys. A huge dump. Came up. Huge dump, right? Came up. Chopped. Came down. came up, chopped, came up, chopped. It's just another one of these. That's all. It's just another one of these. I know you see this and you're just thinking it's dangling. I think we all have this internal like psychology problem when it comes to shorting, that when you see something like dangling like that, because we've all dealt with this one thing throughout our whole entire life since we've been young, we've been taught at a very young age, there's this thing called gravity. And so it just subconsciously you're just thinking this thing's gonna dump because of gravity. In all reality, this is what really is happening. This is what's really happening. Especially after a huge dump like this. I don't know. I mean, it could very well just cut through all this, go down 1,800 points, market dies. All my money in my moo stocks just get, complete it. America shuts down and then we all move to England. Could happen, right? But reality is there's no gravity in the stock market. There's just inflation that just keeps pumping and pumping. This is the reality, right? That's the reality. Just pumping and pumping and pumping. We've already come down and retested this support area, broke through all these lows. I mean, how much more is it going to come down, I mean, I guess, I don't know. Everybody thinks that it's about to just dump. Everybody's bias is short. I think I'm the only one in here that's biased is long, huh? Either I'm doing something wrong or y'all are hedging me right now. One of the two. Either I'm doing something wrong or y'all are hedging me. Gap is still holding, but it's not getting that. It's not getting that momentum, which means that it's probably want to take another leg down, which is fine. We predict it down to here. I'm gonna move it a little bit closer just because volume's not moving that quick. Move it a little bit closer. Let's give it 2 points off the VWAP, like right about there. Let's let it go ahead and get its one more leg down. The VWAP's going to be the real test. Yeah, VWAP's going to be the real test. You got to remember, I got a perfect entry on this too, so we're not even in drawdown yet. Like, it can come down here and we're just now in drawdown. Because I didn't try to because I didn't try to long from up here when the candle started pumping up. The people that saw this pump and was like, oh, it's gonna go, and then called it, now you're in drawdown. And that sucks. There's not any volume. Nope. There's not any volume. There's not much volume, you're right. Good thing the market is liquid. If every time there was no volume it was just going to dump, then this bad boy would not be just pumping from 20 years ago to all-time highs to where we're at now, right? There's plenty of times there's no volume. That's a long. Let's go, Stein. I got one on my side, baby. NQ bias is right in the middle for me. Can it dump or pump from here? There's thereabouts. Yes. That's me. Likelihood low. It's Minder until Euro session. Yeah. Yeah. It could dump. I'm not saying it could dump. It could freaking dump right now. I'm just saying that a lot of people think that it's going to dump, and I know it may look like it, but I don't think it's going to. I think we're gonna pump, baby. I think we're gonna retest and then pump. But I could be completely wrong. Apex. Yes, Apex. Sorry. All right, guys, get in the Discord. I'm sorry, y'all had to hear me ramble on forever. Discord. Let's do this giveaway. Who was it that got double entry? It was Jose. Jose gets a double entry. All right, so the way we're gonna do this is, oh, that's freaking sick, futures trader. That's why I don't have a bias. I trade charts. It's good. Go on higher time frame and use retracement tools. I started on the daily chart. I don't really go higher than that, Ari. I don't go to like weekly or monthly. That's sick though. I need to get one of those. Red Candle Nation, baby. Oh man, our community is growing and we're turning and we're revamping it together. You know what you need to do though? Move the flame, the tip of the flame down a little bit so it's not under the candles. But that's sick though, either way. I do look good in black and red too, so I might need to. If you're selling those, I get a free one. If you're gonna start selling them, let me know. Oh, so you jump in everybody jump in the Discord, and unless you are Jose, only put one number. Here's the rules of the giveaway. You only put one number. You have to hit the like button right now. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, you gotta buy Apex account. No, I'm just kidding. I can't use the giveaway to make y'all buy Apex accounts, but you should to make you feel good inside. Only put one number unless you're Jose. If you put more than one number and you get it, you're disqualified. It don't matter. You're not gonna get it anyway, so it don't matter. So you might as well just put one number. And rule 3, you have to be in a country that Apex is allowed to trade in. If you're not in a country that Apex can trade in, then you're not getting it anyways. All right, so it don't matter. And if you guys aren't in the Discord, there's the link. You guys on the short side, I'm not going to leave you out over here. I know I've been neglectful because I mainly read the horizontal chat. But there is the Discord link. You guys jump in. No, I would do that to you, bro. That's your brand. No, I know. Hey, if you can make a t-shirt, make some money off of it, though, futures, I ain't gonna sue you or nothing like that. You know, when we start growing and get big, I'm gonna be like, all right, futures trader, it's time for me to take the brand back over. But if, you know, if you pumped out a couple of shirts, I ain't mad at you. Set up shop right here in the Discord. I'll set a channel for you. It would be futures traders shop. And then you could post all your different merch. I'll let you make a little side hustle out of it. Not do that. But yeah. No, it's sick though. That I think honestly I like that pretty well. The only thing is, okay, and I'm not trying to complain. I'm just a very like perfectionist type of person. Is it just me or does it look like a teardrop? Because I don't want to, like, we're out here crying. I want it to look more like a flame. Can it be a little more flamish? That didn't sound right. You know what I mean? Can it be more like... Let me see. And I'm only saying this because I really like, see how this one right here? See how it looks more like a flame? I just don't want people being like, oh, there's the crybaby Red Candle Nation. Ooh, the teardrop. Even though the teardrop tattoo goes hard. I don't know. I might just be overdoing it. Bro, you read my mind. Okay, cool. So I'm not the only one that thought that. All right. I was like, it went from a flame to a water drop. Looks like one of them teardrop tattoos, which it would be a cool tattoo if somebody did that and then put the red candles in there, you know what I mean? Represent, we go hard, baby. You gotta have one. You gotta have one on the count to get that too. But nah, I want a flame. We need a flame. All right, I'm gonna give you guys about 1 more minute. Let me see how my trade's working out. It's fine. It's starting to be. It's starting to. It went from getting ready to dump to starting to cup up. Shabam. So we're good. We're holding. All right, I'll get the giveaway ready for you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me grab the codes. Let me get the codes. Oh, why do you keep coming over here? I'm gonna end up showing all my codes. And everybody's gonna get a free account tonight. All right, we're getting ready to run it. All right, you guys ready? We're getting that bounce off the VWAP. We're getting the bounce off the VWAP. All right, let's run it. Oh, and it was numbers 1 through 100. Did anybody put a number higher than 100? I gotta check. You guys are smart. I didn't even say it. You guys are smart. Okay. All right, we're gonna run it, and I'm gonna do it 3 times. Okay, I'm gonna go generate, generate, generate. On the 3rd time, whatever the number is, that's the winner gets it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So we got 50. Let's see if anybody got 50. All right, so 29's at the bottom. If nobody got it, we'll rerun it. Okay, so nobody got 50. Yeah, that's all old stuff. Okay, cool. All right, let's rerun it. 1, 2, 3. 61. right, nobody got 61. I'm about to rerun it. One, two, three. 56. Oh, futures trade, you were so close, bro. 57. All right, we gotta do it again. We gotta do it again. 1, 2, 3. 95. I don't think nobody got 95. I didn't see no 95. He said, come on, please. All right. 1, 2, 3. 99. Nobody got that either. 1, 2, 3. 19. Man, you guys are so close, but it's like one off. Yeah, 53 or 55. Yeah, it was close. All right, we'll do it again here. 1, 2, 3. 46. Come on, 46. Dang it, man. Okay. Yeah, you can do late entry as long as you only have one number in there. No one again. Yep. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 82. We got an 82. Next time we have to do this with like only 50. Oh man, y'all gonna have me here all night. 1, 2, 3. 37. I think I saw 37, didn't I? Statistically, we should hit one soon. 1, 2, 3. 28. All right, so Ben Trader. Ben Trader got it. Ben Trader, I'm gonna send you a message, bro. They came in late, so technically there was an advantage. Why was it an advantage? It's a random number generator. As long as they only posted one number, that's all that matters. And Ben only posted one number. Yeah, I mean, it would be an advantage if, like, once when a number lands, you can't use that number anymore, but it could still land on that number again and again and again. It's random, so there's no advantage. Ben Trader, I'm gonna message you, okay? Tell me when you get it. Let me know when you get the message, Ben Trader. All right, we hit the VWAP. Got it? Okay. Yeah, just so you know, the one that said Yoda is me, all right? Because I know there might be some people out there be like, oh, here's the code. Click on this link and import your crypto wallet. All right, I'm sending you code right now. All right, there you go. Ben Trader, make sure that if you fail it, you cancel the subscription. I'm gonna put this in chat too, just in case you're not here. And repurchase using code RED. So that way, if you fail it, you have the actual discounted price and not that it, because it'll renew at the full price, okay? Because of the fact that it's why didn't it tap me in here? There we go. Now we're tapped in. I don't know why I wasn't tapping it in. All right, we were tapped in for 2 minis. Dun, 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 dun. Congrats. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, I think they need to close the chat or something before, but it's okay. Why? I don't understand the point you guys are trying to make. Y'all being sore losers right now. It don't matter when somebody puts a number in the chat. That wasn't a part of the... That's not a part of the rules. The rules was it can only be one number. You got to be from the country that you can use it, and also you gotta like the stream. Why does it matter when they put the number in there? I'm not seeing the big deal with that. I looked at the timestamp of when the number was put and the timestamp of whenever I called out the number. It was 2 minutes past the time he put it in. I called it out at 12:46. He put the number in at 12:44. There's no advantage. There's no difference. Don't matter if he put it at 12:44, 12:40, 12:39. As long as it was before I called out the... Now, if I called out the number and then he put it in the same minute, yeah, then obviously I'd be like, nah, you can't say it. You can't put it in there after I called the number. Anyways, whatever. That don't matter. Congratulations, Ben. I mean, it just... The fact you guys are not listening to us clearly indicates of what would happen to that free account. I'm not understanding. We gave away a free account of any size you want, and people are complaining. Oh, you do, Ben? All right, cool. I appreciate you. All right, so it's clear we're wanting to just close this freaking gap, so I'm gonna stop it out right here. I'm gonna stop it out. I'm gonna let this candle play. We got 40 seconds left on this candle. Dun, dun, dun. What I was scared about this low volume node right here. That's why I was saying if it comes down through it, it's just gonna move through it really quickly, because it's just there's no order sitting there, so it's just moving to the next range. But a lot of times it likes to come back up and retest this range before fully dropping into this one, so that's why I'm waiting to see if we can get a pop back up so I can less. It may not. It may just come straight down. I don't know. It's Asia, man. Asia follows its own rules. Drip City. It is really Drip City right now. Long, if that doesn't hold, 726-ish. No, I'm long to smithereens. 747 next target. 747 all the way down. Down back in this volume. Yeah, it dropped completely out of this volume node here, so this 4 hour didn't hold, right? Which sometimes they support and they hold, and sometimes they don't, but that's fine. So they are probably trying to come and chop back down in this range here. This was all liquid, that's why you had that big move right there, because there's nothing here. Good thing I was up like 1,700 on this account, right? So still technically 1,000 up, even if I lose this trade. All right, it completely filled the gap right there to a tick. Look at that, to a freaking tick. It probably will still come through it, you know. But to a tick, it literally. And I got my stop loss 1 tick on the other side of this line. And this is why I trade the cheap accounts, Apex, on Asia, and not like my trade days and stuff. Red got the like as promised. Red got the like as promised. The 3-minute is messing you up from what I've seen. I don't like the 1 minute. The 1 minute's too choppy. The 5 minute is hard to, for me, the 5 minutes harder to see like patterns. Like, I think it's because I'm so used to the 3 minutes, easier for me to see the patterns, I guess. I don't know. That's why I like the 3 minute. high, came up, came down, test the highs, came up, came down, came up, highs, came up, came down, test the highs, go up. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying this new thing now where I'm gonna base off of 1 hour, right? So 1 hour came down, we closed the gap, right? And what I'm looking at for this gap up here is basically, for the guys that weren't in here, is just this, right? Like, you have when you have like a downfall and you have the gaps, price usually trades back up into the gap before making the leg back down, comes back up. I want to see it bounce off of this or fill this 4 hour, bounce off, fill, whatever, and then go up to this gap before making a bigger move back down, hitting this and then reversing. That's basically what I'm biased on. That was my trade plan. That was one trade plan because I can't predict the market, obviously. It could also just come down and keep going down. I mean, I don't know. One hour, 15 minutes, and then 3 minutes. That's fair. I've seen you use trade a few days. Yeah, so it may be in Asia. Maybe I should try a different time frame. I'm not disagreeing with you, Texas. It's just I've tried different time frames: 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute in New York, and in New York session, which is the one that I mainly make all my gains from and get my pass my evals and get my payouts on fundits. So I'm just used to the 3 minute. Asia does move different than New York, though. Maybe I need to start using a different time frame for Asia specifically. I don't know. Could be possible. You could be right. I thought about trying the ticks because I know that they don't they show. You can't do ticks. Doesn't ticks show like something different? I was literally typing, have you looked at the tick chart at Asia? I thought about it. I thought about trying the tick chart. I did think about it. It's starting to catch a little bit right here. Volume starting to come out a little bit right here. Hopefully it starts pushing faster. If not, then obviously we are doomed. You can use ticks if you trade from TraderVate. That's good to know, Guitar Guy. Thanks. I play guitar too. How long you been playing guitar for? I've been playing for like, oh man, like 15 years now. All right, yeah, we're doomed on this trade. It is what it is. Still up over 1,000 on this account, so it's all good. Apex evaluation. I wish it hurt and stop me out though, so I can go to bed. Come on, there we go. And then I'm gonna close it because for whatever reason I don't know how to change the stupid stop loss to 2 contracts instead of 1. All right, well, we broke through this, so definitely gonna see it just freaking dump. That was the support, which failed at supporting. Sorry, broski, I faded you. I don't care. I don't care. I fade people all the time. I fade people all the time. It'll be nice to see how this plays out when I wake up in the morning. I'm pretty sure since we just completely broke through that, we're gonna just head down. And then by New York, then I'm gonna freaking, if we break through this by New York, I'm gonna long out the gate. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with your guys' chat. It's just going crazy right now. Before I go to bed, can you share your EMA and VWAP settings, please? It's here. I'll share with you right now. It's the EMA is 58. It's the golden 58 EMA, and VWAP is just anchored session. I don't know if it is on this. Yeah, session, and then HLC3. There you go, MVP. Before I go to bed, so I can take a screen. Oh, you want to take a screenshot? Sorry. Screenshot that. I don't think style matters. That's just, you know. And then VWAP. The VWAP, wop, do wop, wop. Trying to read back to make sure I didn't miss anything important. 52 fast show. 1.47, 3 minutes. What time frame to use, Texas, on Asia? Does Apex have a daily loss limit, Trade Smart? No, it does not. It does not. You can pass or fail in one trade. So pass or fail in one trade. I think it's still coming down. I think it just bounced off this little supplies, little demand zone right here. Got a little kickback from the demand zone. Oh, now I want to stay on longer that I can freaking make a trade to get it back. That's what I hate about when you lose a trade. Because then it just makes your day harder. But I am happy about the fact that I use a cheap Apex account on Asia session instead of one of my... Because honestly, I've been trading Asia for you guys. I've been trading my good accounts. And I'm getting tired of having to wake up in New York and make back the loss and then make my daily gains, which I've been able to do, but now whenever I get up in the morning, I can just worry about making my daily gains with my good accounts. And that's the That's the beauty in these Apex accounts. They could be like your degen accounts. You getting itchy and you want to make a trade, or for whatever reason, it doesn't hurt the soul as much if you lose on it. You know what I mean? Like the Bullinox and Apex accounts, it just is whatever. It don't really matter. Of course, unless you're like copy trading like 20 of them, then obviously it hugely matters. But retracing that dump candle bullish block will test, and hopefully for y'all long on NQ. Yeah, no, I think it's going down. It's that 4 hour fair value gap. That's a clear indication. Like I said, if we bounced off of it, then I felt like we were gonna start to retrace to come up to this one. But because of the fact that we ran right through it, I think we're gonna. I think these are the targets we're looking for now, right? Like it's. That's what I would think now. It's gonna come right back in this range, chop for a little while, and then probably keep going down. Plus we got London coming in, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? Huh. Did he? And I was literally typing, looking at TikTok, reading your mind, Ari. If on a sniper game, I've actually taken trades on the 15. If I'm on my sniper game, 15 seconds, you are wildin', Texas. You are wildin' out, bro. Only about 2 years. You have me beat. Oh, only about 2 years. Stick with it, man. You get better every year. I got better every year. I thought about putting my guitar right here so that way I could do something like y'all request a song and I just break it out. Play a quick little song for you. Nope, mitigate it. Yeah, that 4 hour got dumped through. You trading anything? Vars, NQ. We were trading the NQ. All of them. Yeah, these low volume nodes, man, when it starts coming down through them, it just washes. I was really hoping that the VWAP support, as much as it's been chopping too, it's just crazy, right? Like as much as it's been chopping this area, like you would have expected it to just at least keep chopping, even if it didn't go up. But Asia likes to make me look freaking stupid. Yeah, already happened. Not leave you word right now. It will bounce soon as he's the top of the range, then range until EU session. Yeah. I'm out for now. Might trade London in a different account. All right, Texas. See you later, brother. JFK consumer confidence in Germany in 50 minutes. A lot of economic news today between. Oh, I didn't even. Can you look at that on TradingView? Where's the news at? You would think TradingView would have like an economics tab, right? Contract highlight, volume, open interest, contract size, and QZ. They got some good info, but I don't see. Yeah, maybe they don't have it. Bullseye being screener. Trading view does, it looks like a calendar. Oh, dope. Good call. Thank you, Ari. Look, it even gives you a little countdown. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow, this is badass. Yeah, so y'all have 4 different things, Saudi Arabia and Germany, coming within the next 45 minutes. I won't be here, though, because I'm going to sleep. I like you guys, but I need sleep. Yes, sir. That looks like a calendar. Bullseye. Tomorrow I'm going to try to hit, I have 1,000 up on this account, so tomorrow I'm going to try to hit like a nice, I'm going to try to get like a nice runner or something. Like, say if it comes down, I'll get in. I'm just using this example. Obviously it's going to do that now, but get in, and then I'll probably like wait for the first dip, scale another one in, wait for the next dip, scale another one in, and then try to see if I can pass this account tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know on tomorrow night stream if I pass this one, but I'm definitely going to push for this one to get passed tomorrow. I'm either going to pass this account or I'm going to blow it. I'm going to fire it. Almost to 700, yeah. Well, not almost. No, 700's way down here, brother. You got another 50 points to go. And you got internal liquidity right here. A lot of times it'll catch a bid off internal. Doesn't have to. I mean, I'm just saying it does a lot of times. It'll catch a bid right here and then start reversing back up, and it'll push right back through this volume node just as fast as it came down. It'll push right back through it just as quickly. And then if it doesn't, then the next range is here. It breaks this, then who knows? We could really, honestly, we could be just having a sell-off if you think about it, because the Fed rate cut is what caused a lot of this rally, right? And a lot of times when they rally off of news, it gets overextended or overexcited or whatever. And so we took that out. And then now I saw something to where he's talking about maybe not doing a rate cut on the next one, which is supposed to, of like 0.25 BPS. Talking about not doing it because of jobless claims and because of something else. So a lot of this excitement now could just be rallying back. I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm still getting better on the economical part of things. I think after this year of trading, because, you know, still within my first year, so I haven't seen it all yet. But after this year trading, going into next year, I should have a better grasp on how the market reacts to a lot of the economical events and the macroeconomics and stuff. This year, the September effect was invalidated. Might see a buy here. Structure break. Back to order block. Only thing worries me for long is if we close to the 7. I don't know, Jeff. For me, the worry was breaking that 4-hour fair value gap. So now I'm just thinking it's trying to take out some of these levels. That's what I would be thinking, but it's hard to read Asia sometimes. Whatever's going to happen, it probably isn't going to happen quick. It's probably going to sit here and chop right here in this zone. It's probably going to sit here and chop in the zone for a while. this very well could be the zone until that very well could be the zone until London comes. But anyways, guys, I appreciate all y'all hanging out, and I hope you guys enjoyed the giveaway and all the talks. If you guys want to try having trading competitions every day, it's just different there. Where at? Nah, said hi. Once again, if you guys want to smash the code red at Apex, grab your accounts, because yeah, we want more giveaways, right? We want more giveaways. Where did I type that up? And I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. I hope you all have a safe trade day tomorrow. You know, we're sitting at all-time highs, pulling back, going higher. I don't know. My bias is it's gonna keep going down throughout the day. It comes back in here, like being the top. I see this being like the top if we do get a rally up. I see right in this area being the top, and then moving more back down, and that's between 840s and 880s, somewhere in that range being the top, and then moving back down, just because of, like I said, over the excitement of Hal and all that stuff that's going on that I just explained. But I hope you guys have a good night. Great stream. Thank you, Solo Trader. I appreciate you, Chris, everybody, Ari. I will catch you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a good night. Peace.